Folks, thank you so much. Hey, everybody, I'm so sorry for being late there for a second. Welcome to the SSSL, the final week before the All-Star Game, which is happening tomorrow night right here at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. There's going to be a few surprises. It won't be just the All-Star Game. I have a couple other games in mind, but we will hope to hear from any of the owners that are there live. Might try to catch up with them. It's been a busy week, folks. It's been a busy time. May is so crazy. But Joe, Jacob, Nick, and everybody who's watching right now, the 80 who are in here, thank you so much for joining us for another night. Almost at the halfway point, folks. A little bit of stats for you. I've commentated, and we've played 60 games. That means we've had over 4,000 at-bats. 4,000 at-bats have been had by all of our players. Probably over 1,800 hits, 170-plus home runs, 50 strikeouts, only 3 walks. That is a crazy amount of stuff. The league is batting about 462. The league ERA is 6.12. All those stats have been kept by me this entire time, and we're going to keep doing it for the rest of the season, and we'll probably get to 8, 9, maybe even 10,000 at-bats by the time this is over, and it'll be at least 120 games. I know that for sure. What a time. Folks, if you don't remember what happened last week, it was quite an affair. And luckily, just in time, here are the standings after week number 10 of 22. Look at that. I got that right in time, folks. I was working hard today trying to get this stuff in. The Birdo Bows, by the way, are not at the top. See, that shows you right there that I screwed up. Birdo Bows are not top of the standings. It is the Wario Muscles. That was by and far. They beat the Birdo Bows bad. As I move over to my non-handheld microphone, they beat them bad. It was not even close, folks. I was not happy after that game, and anybody that was here that watched knew I was not very happy after that game. But alas, hey, you know what? It is what it is. They are the best team in the SSSL, and you will see that reflected in literally 5 seconds once I change this graphic in Photoshop. It's going to be like magic, you know? I just, boom, do that, and then I save it, and I export it. And it's going to look completely different. And like 3, 2, 1. How about now? Now, look at that. Oh, my God. Look at the magic that was, folks. Wario Muscles on top of the league with the 50-run differential. Following that up is the Birdo Bows. They're still at 7-3. They do have the run differential over the Daisy Flowers and the head-to-head of by 18 runs. Mario Fireballs in 4th. They drop another game. They drop a game to Luigi, who really needed that one to go 5-5. So they're 6-4 with the Bowser Jr. rookies. They have the run differential tie, though. And, you know, they're going to have the head-to-head, too, because they blew them out. But, you know, as we head to the second half of the season, folks, I'm keeping track of the head-to-head in our spreadsheet. So it's going to be really interesting. I'll be sure to make another graphic to make sure we know what the stakes are of every single game, especially when it comes to the head-to-head. Then you got the Luigi Knights there at 5-5 and the Diddy Monkeys. Somehow, folks, tied in run differential. I don't understand that. That is insane. And they play tonight in the last part of the first half of the season. That is magical if I've ever seen it. Bowser Monsters and the Spitballs, both at 4 and 6. Monsters got the edge there. Yoshi Eggs and Monarchs, 3 and 7 apiece. I think they might have already played. I'll look at that head-to-head in the DK Wilds. They did pick up a win against Yoshi, 4-2, but otherwise they are still at the bottom. Yoshi Eggs, meanwhile, they lost the Peach Monarchs away. That was the first one of the season. That is your standings, folks. Look at that. I know a couple of you dropped out right in the middle of that. I understand. Took me a minute to get up there. For the 8 of you that stuck around, I appreciate your patience. Yeah, I mean, what a time this is going to be. Very interesting what happened last week. Wario solidly taking the #1 spot over Birdo, and now it is theirs to hold on to. But luckily, Birdo still has the edge currently for the second seed. But we know that all could change. The trade deadline was today at 4 p.m. Central. I gave him an extra hour, and guess what? I'm the only owner that made any trade. I dropped Red Yoshi in left field and exchanged it for the extra Dark Bones. Folks, we have 2 copies of a good number of the characters that have multiple different colors, because in the in theory, in Baseball Kingdom, you could find more than one Yellow Pianta, more than one Dark Bones, more than one Yoshi of a different color, like at Yoshi Park. So I picked up the extra Dark Bones. Somehow nobody else did. Don't really get it. But you had a specific rule where the 7 and the 8 round picks are the ones you had to trade them for. So you couldn't just trade it for somebody you drafted in the 6th round, like somebody you didn't want. They had to have been drafted in a specific round. So I picked that up. I think that's a championship winning move there. I hope the Dark Bones provides a little bit more consistency in the batting order and helps us out. We dropped a little bit in that regard last week after that loss. But this is our first game of 6 tonight, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Peach at Daisy, and they were talking about 2 teams in 2 different classes. As Parker comes in and reminds me that I lost. Daisy Flowers have been pretty much taking care of business, but they dropped one last week. They dropped one of the Waluigi Spitballs 10-8 in a bit of a thriller. They still have some very quality players. It really is that story. The Peach Monarchs got to pull off a miracle, in my opinion. They beat Yoshi 2 weeks ago, but they lost to Bowser Jr. last time we were on stream, folks. It is an uphill climb for them. They will have a lot to do. Folks, if you're sticking around, before I get to this game, I'm going to blow through the lineups real quick, and then we'll get to our first game. But stick around after game number 3. You voted. Some of you voted. You put in an entire 9-team roster for both sides. We will reveal the all-star lineups for tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We will show you the all-stars from the East and the West that you voted in and talk about them. Okay, so stick around for that. Here is the lineups first, starting with the Peach Monarchs on the road. Nothing's changed from the last time that they played. Blue Critter, he is in for them. And I think Blue Critter had a not bad start. If I'm not mistaken, Blue Critter did solid and, helped get them at least close. It wasn't an amazing game for Blue Critter, but at least it wasn't a blow-up game for him. He pitched just 2 1/3, only 1 earned run, because remember we had that huge 3-run error there in that would have been in the Garden last week, and then Peach finished it out with 2 earned runs. So yeah, nothing changing for them. Blue Critter going to try again. I think he could do not too bad. I mean, overall, probably on the year, he's got a medium ERA, but I do believe that he has a great chance recovering tonight. He still has an 8.7 through 9 2/3. Now here are our grammar. The Daisy Flowers. They have made a change. It was time for somebody else to pitch. Blue Drybone started the last 2 games. This is Ethan's 5th start of the season, and I expect that this will be another good outing for him. 17 innings pitched so far, an 8.24 ERA. He dropped off a little bit, but still very solid. But let's talk about the rest of this team. The rest of this team has got what it takes to win a championship still. They have been hitting on all cylinders, slugging .751. That might be good for second in the league in terms of the team team slugging, and team average is still .513. That puts them in the top 4. That is for certain. So there's no problem for them, and they're going to rock with Ethan again tonight on the mound. Everybody else for them, as I said before, is still the same. And those are your lineups for the first game out of 6. Why keep you waiting? We got 15 people in here trying to watch some baseball. I'll give it to you. Here we go. Daisy Flowers batting first here. Let's go. Who was that on third base? That might have been a graphic error. It was a graphic error. It's a graphic error, not in the game. I go off of the thing, and you'll see that here in a second. All right, let's get it going. I promise that Baby Daisy is not in the game. First pitch here is a strike on Blooper. Baby Daisy is not in the game because I have your lineup memorized literally in my head. You're one of the teams, Ethan, that I do not have to think about who's on the team. I literally can just rattle it off. Red Paratroopa. I picked Red Paratroopa. Here's Wiggler, who decides to bunt and almost gets the sack bunt done, but instead it's just 1 out. Here is Boomerang Bro. Strike 1. Strike 1 on Boomerang Bro. Again, Blue Critter. Boomerang Bro has had a nice little season himself. This is going to be a fly out, so Blooper's going to have 2 out sitting on second base. Yeah, very memorable lineup. And goes to third, able to tag up and go to third. I'm really surprised by that. So puts him in scoring position here with 2 out for Funky Kong, who has the most RBIs of anybody in this season, and he's going to add another one. Nice job by Funky Kong as he gets to base safely. He has 31 RBIs and make it 32. And they open the scoring here. Blooper gets him home. Good stuff. Again, by one of the best players in the league. Would not be surprised if he's in this reveal tonight for the All-Star teams. Blue Drybones has been very consistent too, but he grounds into a 6-4. That will end it. Here in the top of the first, 13 people watching. Thank you so much. You're watching baseball, the craziest baseball league on the internet, the SSSL. Here is Pink Yoshi, meanwhile. Pink Yoshi take strike one. He's been okay for this Peach Monarchs team. 10 hits on 34 at-bats. This is down the middle, though, and make it his 11th hit of the year. 11th hit of the year for him, and now Green Drybones will step up. And, folks, this is like clockwork. 23rd hit of the year for Green Drybones, and now for the regular one. This is a big spot potentially here. Blue Pianta has been finding more power in the 4 spot and could be the big hitter here on a baseball ship that definitely provides for home run hitting. I think this is one of the easiest ballparks to hit a home run in, next to Mario Stadium. Line drive past Toadette, thrown to third. As you can see, Red Paratroopa's eyes just peeking out. He is in the game, by the way. Bases loaded with nobody out for Blue Pianta. Would be a great spot for Blue Pianta to find his 3rd home run of the year for this Peach Monarchs team that has been struggling to find a win. Contact tape, grabbed, 1, 2, and that's a double play. Wipes a lot of progress out of the way, and there's 2 out now. Really wish Blue Pianta would have gone for a power swing, but for some reason on this team, this Blue Pianta does not want to swing. I don't get it. I've criticized Blue Pianta's play all year, and I don't know if Blue Pianta is deserving of his pick. That's going to get in the gap, though. Paragoomba, of all people, is going to tie this game with only his 11th hit of the year, his 3rd RBI. Nice job, Paragoomba. Has been finding a stray hit here and there for this team. Now we got Blue Critter. Again, Blue Critter not really performing super well when it comes to maybe the home run category, but this could be his 1st of the year. It's deep at the wall in left field. Will Blooper get there in time? Oh, it's off his head. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? It brings home 2 and they have the lead. Unbelievable. This is just a plain error from Blooper on a routine fly ball to deep left field off of his noggin, and it's 3-1. Blue Critter gets to 2nd, and what a shocking error from such a good team. I can't believe that. Now we have Jeff Blooper, the person that gives you ink in your eyes in Mario Kart must have had ink in his eyes, says Ethan. Ground out, though, 4-3 by Jeff. That's only his 9th. He only has 9 hits this year. Couldn't get a 10th. But, hey, the error by Blooper over there in left field plus the RBI by Paragoomba. What a strange inning we had in the top of the 1st. Holy cow. And we're just getting started here. 6 games tonight in the Triple SL. Tomorrow is All-Star Day. We'll have the All-Star Game, talk to some of our owners, and have a couple unique games. Some surprise games. Because we normally do 3 games on a typical broadcast, so I still want to do that. I don't want it to be super short. So we'll do 3 games, and I know pretty much what the other 2 are going to be. Maybe including a little bit of input from chat. I would love chat to input on one of the games, and I have an exact idea as to what the other one's going to be. So, strike one here. Daisy's been doing pretty well. Honestly, I think Daisy's picked it up really well in the hitting category, averaging .486. And she's had a couple homers! And this is going to be another one. If it gets by, it is gone! Daisy takes the lead again for her team, and it's her 3rd homer of the year. It's like I talk about somebody and they do something good. This is the opposite of broadcaster's curse. It's broadcaster's blessing for Daisy. What a hit there for her. Her 3rd home run of the year, another 3 RBI, and Ethan, with nobody out, will be the first to make it out. But Ethan says, "Oh, captain, my captain," aboard the ship, aboard the cruiser. No better time to do it than right there, folks. What a hit. Here's Blooper, who did allow 2 based on his error in left field. Down 0-2. Swings on this one on the ground. It's going to be another out. Blooper not helping his team right now, to say the least. Wigler, who has found some power along with all of the great hitting. He's been a great contact hitter. It's his 25th hit of the year, by the way, has found 3 home runs to go with it. I think amongst a team that has plenty of great players is a bit sneaky. Now Peach is coming in here in the top of the second. Tough spot. Blue Critter only lasting 1 2/3, pretty much allowing all 4 of those. And that's going to get over the head. It's going to be a 2-out rally here right now for the Daisy Flowers. They took the lead off of a 3-run shot by Daisy to center field. And speaking of shot, one of the best home run hitters in the league is up at the plate. 31 RBI, leads the league, and runs batted in. The 0-1 is swung on, deep to left center field, and guess what? It's his 11th of the year. Goodbye! The Daisy Flowers know how to turn it on in this stadium, and they're going to add on 3 more from Funky Kong. You just know he's going to hit one like that, and he did. It is 7-3 already. 7-3 early here on the cruiser. It's getting funky out here, says MONB6. MONB6. That's a fly out to right field. Peach is already just like, what the hell's going on? A 6 spot from the Daisy Flowers. The Monarchs need to respond. They need to respond quickly, too, if they want to stay in this affair. In the gap, Peach. Her 10th hit of the year, one of the rare captains to not get to 10 hits so far this season. She finds it just in the nick of time. Maybe Peach, though, is going to line this out, and unfortunately, kiss all that away. The heart ball, kiss that goodbye. They got 2 out. Opening game number 1 of our 6-game slate tonight. Got plenty of interesting matchups. I think the most interesting one is this is a 4-3 to end it. Peach goes empty. In the bottom of the second, they're down 4, and this could get out of hand because the Flowers have just been on it so far tonight. But I think that when we look at this Peach Monarchs lineup, I can't remember what I was going to talk about, but this could get out of hand. Oh, the matchups. That's right. This is a deep fly ball by Red Paratroopa, who has shown a bit of ability to hit some deeper balls. Nothing at the fence or over the fence this year, but every once in a while, Red Paratroopa hits a deep ball. Quick 2 outs here, though. But tonight's schedule, we got 5 more games after this, folks. Lots of baseball. Stick around. Get yourself some drinks. Wario at DK is following up on this one. Tough one for DK. But the most interesting match of the night for me, with major implications for the rest of the season, is Luigi at Diddy in the jungle. Both of them tied in run differential. And both 5-5. Daisy's going to hit another one. It is gone. A solo shot for Daisy. Of all people you could say that we're going to hit 2 home runs in a game, I did not think Daisy was going to be the first. But here she is. Another one to left field. Gets fair, 8-3. Oh my goodness. Can you believe what's going on here for Daisy and the Flowers right now? I can. They are a talented team. That's the 3rd out, though. Ethan can't add on to it, but it's 1 more, and they stay scoring. 1-6-1, 8-3. So head to the bottom of the 3rd. Good section lineup there for them. Blue Pianta, though, has got to swing for the fences. This is the ballpark to do it in. Ethan says, get your sea legs, you boop, landlubbers. Can't say the other line. I say fuck all the time on this podcast. So I was saying fuck a lot last with my Birdo Bows when they lost to Wario. I do have a baseball cap coming in of my Birdo Bows. Hopefully should be in next week by the time we do another broadcast. Here we go. Dry Bones at the wall. It is off the wall. And it's going to be I think just a single for him somehow in this small of a ballpark, but they are aboard. Folks, I am electric. I'm fired up. I am showered. I'm ready to go. Blue Pianta, though, unfortunately, cannot find anything to help his Dry Bones get home. But Paragoomba had the first RBI and only RBI, technically, because the other 2 were errors. And he's going to get aboard. How about another one for Paragoomba? 2 for 2 already from an unlikely source, and the bases are loaded for Blue Critter. Blue Critter could find maybe a big one here. This is deep to left field. Will it stay fair? It is. Oh my God, it's just foul. We need a replay on that. That was so close. Here's another drive, but this looks like a pop fly. Could be a sac fly to get one in and cut the lead, and it will get down. Green Dry Bones is going to get home safely. No throw, 8-4. Boy, oh boy, did that first one look like it was gone. Cannot believe that did not stay fair. Big swing, big difference there in the run scoring. Could have been a one-run game off of that grand slam. Here's Jeff, though. This is on the ground hot, but Funky Kong, so much room he can take up. He grabs that. They match the one, but they're still down 4 here with 4 innings to go on the cruiser. You got Blooper, Wiggler, Boomerang Bro, the top of the order, due up in the 4th for the Flowers. Folks, let me know that you're in there. I've been appreciating all the chats on Twitch and on YouTube, wherever you're watching. Go ahead and put something in the chat. Let me know you're around. Caden was there in a little bit. Caden voted 3 times. He loves democracy. That's actually not true. He only voted once. But I get rid of the other votes. That's why, keep it fair. Got to keep it fair. One vote, one person, Trust me, although I think he'll be happy generally with how things went. That's a little spoiler, without spoiling too much. Everybody in the league, I believe, I want to say, has at least one all-star that is representing them in some way. So that's a good thing to hear. Boomerang Bro with 2 out. Nothing. Absolutely nothing from the top of this lineup. I talk, and they're just all of a sudden out. That's not good. Hold on, folks. They were down 8-3. The Peach Monarchs got a little bit of an opportunity here. Not a great part of the lineup. This section of lineup has not been necessarily blowing anybody out of the water when it comes to average. Peach batting 273. She had one earlier. That's not going to be another one. Baby Peach only 214 and Pink Yoshi 294. This section of lineup has struggled and has brought this team's overall hitting average down as a team to 414, which is 10th out of 12 in the league. Peach Monarchs are near the bottom 3 in a lot of categories. 11th in slugging. Baby Peach, just misses that. That might be an error on Daisy. Maybe. Baby Peach might get credit for that one. Depends on how I think about it afterwards. Ethan's done. Not a bad start for him. That's going to be just 1 earned run after those, 3 1/3 or something like that. So 3 1/3 for Ethan. That will get Daisy in there, and she has been a great pitcher so far. And a double play to end the inning. A rare 1-6 double play. Don't know how many times I've said that this season, and unfortunately they can't capitalize. And watch out. Funky Kong is looking to go yard. Funky Kong has done it at least once in this game, maybe twice already. Looking to go yard again. Opposite field. It gets down. Just doesn't get down. Kind of got jammed on the inside there. Still an impressive hit. And Funky Kong keeping it rolling. Peach probably needs to get out of there. Get out of the way. This team is the worst in the league in ERA at an 8.26. Meanwhile, the rest of the teams in the league have been improving. But I will say this. ERA is not team ERA in particular is not necessarily a perfect indicator of how good your team is. Warrior Muscles, Berto Bose, they're top 2, 1 and 2, and I talked about that last week. As this will get everybody on with nobody out. Bases loaded. I'll get back to that point in a moment. Bases loaded for Toadette here with nobody out. Have a chance to put this game away. And Peach, for some reason, is not taking herself out of the game. She's going to use the heart ball, which I think Toadette can hit because of the gender. That's an important piece of this, folks. She doesn't use the heart ball on the ground. Grabbed by Paragoomba for the 4-6-3. Brings home 1. Not bad, all things considered. It's a 5-run game. That is it for Peach. She does get those 2 outs, and Baby Peach will step in trying to clean it up. As far as their ERAs this season, like I said, generally this team has not done very well. Baby Peach, 6 1/3 and a 6.64 ERA. Peach's ERA is 9.15, and guess what, folks? Not going to be added on. Not going to help that performance she had today. On the ground, Paragoomba, willing this team, trying to keep them alive, has had 2 hits and an RBI, and how about that? Getting all 3 out there in the top of the 5th. Just 1 allowed Daisy Flowers up 5 back to the Dry Bones, who got themselves on base, almost had a homer in inning number 4. Folks who just joined us, this is the Triple SL, and this is the bomb! No doubt about it! Gone! For Green Dry Bones! Only this team's 4th home run of the year, his 2nd! And that's what they needed. They needed that spark plug right there, and they might have it in the form of Green Dry Bones. What a shot from him. Now will his partner, the other Dry Bones, who does not have a home run this year, find one. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Daisy letting up some hits. And look at that. The dry bones just continue to be consistent. That's why I picked up dark bones. All the dry bones in this league have been so solid. I was surprised that there was a couple extra dry bones that were on the free agent list. I was surprised that no other team wanted to pick any up, and I took the opportunity. It's a risk. Red Yoshi's been solid. I didn't have to screw with anything. We lose a little bit of chemistry with Birdo, too, when Red Yoshi would have had that chemistry, but we needed the hitting. I wanted that extra hitter in the bottom half of the order. I think I have Dark Bones leading off tonight, but we'll see if I change that later. Infield fly here with nobody out. Had runners on first and second. That's the infield fly rule, so that'll be nobody out. Blue Pianta did get on board. Here is Blue Critter. Had a real chance at a grand slam last time. I think it should have been. I think that was too close to call. There's no poles on this deck of the Daisy Cruiser. This is a big ball, but wrong one to swing at. As we know, Daisy's star pitch is unhittable. You just have to let her pitch it. That's an infield fly. So it's 2 out here for Jeff, who has been not great. He only has 9 hits on the year. Needs to find something. 1 triple, though, I'm guessing was in the garden. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Jeff here with one more star pitch. She's not going to use it. Contact hit. Over Toadette, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded here. Jeff gets the first. Who do you bring up now? It ends up being Peach. Now, Peach has not been great, but does she use a star swing here? Be a good time to use it. Daisy uses her star pitch. I think you got to let this one go. And she swings on it. Peach, what are you doing, girl? What are we doing? Peach, just take the pitch. She has 1 left. Peach absolutely messing up that opportunity. Stranding 3. It's still 9-5. The Monarchs are trying to stay in the playoff race. Getting to that point in the season, folks, the halfway point, it is a bit of struggle time for some of our teams below 500, and you do not want to drop another game tonight. We could be talking about teams being out of the race here with any more losses, and the Peach Monarchs are one of those teams. Ethan gets aboard, has struggled a little bit in this game, but finally finds a single here with nobody out for Blooper, whose error in the early part of the game has been kind of covered up, but guess what? Not going to help too much. It's still going to be an out. Should have been a double play, but the error item helps that cause a little bit. This brings up Wiggler. 14 people in here. Thank you so much for joining us here on a Thursday night for baseball. Strange. Oh, man, I thought Jeff was going to get that off of the table into his glove and thrown to first. So I thought that would be out, but Wiggler's so fast. We know this. He can turn around third base and get to home like nobody's business. 2-0 here on Boomerang Bro. Great count for Boomerang Bro to try and seal this game. Top of the 6th, 9-5. Line drive grabbed and double play. Unassisted double play by Blue Pianta, which will get him out. This is only the second scoreless inning the Daisy Flowers have had this game. The Monarchs, they're going to have maybe 1 or 2 more tries at this, and you got the dry bones back up. You just need this part of the order to outperform their expectations this season. Both batting under 300 are Baby Peach and Pink Yoshi. This is a great single up the gap for Baby Peach to start the inning. Exactly what you were looking for. Joe K said, bro, folding laundry hits different with Triple SL on in the background. Hey, perfect. If we can make folding laundry feel good, that makes me feel good, because folding laundry sucks. So that's a big compliment. I appreciate that. CJ Willis says Blue Pianta with the hops. Absolutely. Had some great hops. Folks, both on Twitch and on YouTube. You know what? If you don't have an account, if you're not logged in, log in. Put something in the chat. I want to talk to you. We've got 16 in here. Let's talk it up. 1 out here for Green Dry Bones, who had the homer earlier. This is not going to be one this time. It's a good effort, but just not enough to get it over the center field wall. We have 2 out here. Again, this is the final game before the All-Star break. The All-Star teams will be shown in the middle of our broadcast after game number 3. Dry Bones here with 2 out smartly. That's why he has such a high average, folks, for this team, batting .629 coming in. Lets the first pitch go and hits the second. Baby Peach is going to get to third just in time. And we got runners on the corners here. Big opportunity now with Blue Pianta at the plate. Blue Pianta has to power swing here. There's no doubt about it. The contact swing will do something. It'll make Baby Peach home. Missed by Blooper. Now Dry Bones is going to get to third. Contact swing does enough there. Hey, Give him some credit. He got a single and an RBI to make this a closer game. The Monarchs are trying to follow what the Waluigi Spitballs did last time, winning 10-8 in a big upset, potentially the biggest of the year. This would be up there as well. That is it for Daisy, and this is ringing well for this team. Now Toadette's got to stand in, and like I said, this is one of those teams that does not normally go to their third pitcher. Sometimes Boomerang Bro steps in, but this is only Toadette's second appearance. She allowed 3 and 2 with a 10.5 ERA. Paragoomba takes a big swing, and it's foul. 9-6 in the bottom of the sixth. Monarchs trying to keep their season alive. And unfortunately, Paragoomba, I've criticized Paragoomba this year for being an inning killer, but that was a time where, you know, Paragoomba's been doing pretty well for this team, trying to will his team to a victory. So unfortunate for Paragoomba, cannot add to it with runners on the corners. It's a 3-run game here, desperately needing to get out of this one with one of the best hitters in the league up at the plate. Has had 2 home runs, I want to say, in this game. At least one is at 11. We know that could be 12, but it's fouled off, and now good count for Baby Peach to try and get him out. I would go outside with this ball. Fastball inside is what she chooses, and it's just going to be a single for him. Hey, limiting Funky Kong to singles is not the worst thing you can do, right? I mean, that's not bad. That's probably going to be Funky Kong's 25th hit of the year. Blue Dry Bones is the best hitter in the league, bar none, but how about that double play? Turns it around. Blue Dry Bones has 31 hits coming into the game, but that's not another one, so maybe they're going to have a shot here. They will. Red Paratroopa, the 6-3. And watch out, folks. The Peach Monarchs, down 3, are going to have a try at this with Blue Critter, Jeff, and Peach due up. They need help. They need people on base. Peach has not had a home run this year, but if you can just keep the singles going, they could walk it off on the cruiser here. 3 to tie, 4 to win. That's the way to start it with Blue Critter getting on first, just in time with a single. If you tuned off, as a couple of you did on Twitch and YouTube, I don't know why the fuck you would right now. It's a close game here in the bottom of the 7th. The rest of you did not, and that's why you're true fans of this. On the ground, in the gap by Jeff, and there's 2 aboard with Peach, headed up to the plate. Good time for her to use a star swing. I think she needs to use it. We haven't seen her use it, but this would be a perfect time trying to get the runners to advance here. They're down 3, and their season could potentially be on the line here. If they drop to 3 and 8, they could be too far out of it. 1-1 here on Peach. The 1-1. Taken for a ball, good eye. If you can get a walk-on, maybe you get Baby Peach up. What did I say? This is on the ground. Grabbed by Ethan for the 4-6-3, and that is really, really hurtful when it comes to their chances to win this game and to stay alive this season. Daisy Flowers have been doing very solid. Let's not take anything away from Ethan and this team. But a little bit of a scare here at the end. On the ground, and the boo item will get Blue Critter home and keep the game alive, 9-7. The game is going to stay alive here. You still have Pink Yoshi to get through, but if Pink Yoshi finds base, you'll have Green Dry Bones, who hit the home run, with a chance to walk it off. Pink Yoshi just needs to get aboard in any way possible. This is swung on, and it's grabbed by Daisy for the end of the ball game. The Peach Monarchs gave it a run, but the Daisy Flowers will win this ball game and improve to 8-3. The opposite true for the Peach Monarchs. They dropped to 3 and 8, and they are in trouble. 5 games back from 500 with only 11 left to play. Folks, tough for the Peach Monarchs. They really tried to show an effort there, and just 1 or 2 at-bats were the difference, I would say, in this one. GG's to Jeff and GG's to Ethan for a good game tonight. They did everything. They pretty much got the lead they needed after 3 innings. They were up 8-3 and were able to hold on with some decent defense. A little bit of a struggle maybe in the pitching department in the middle of that, but they got the job done. Daisy Flowers know how to win. They are back in the conversation once again for one of those top 2 seeds in the first round bye. Folks, 5 more games, plenty of baseball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the next one in just a second. It is Wario at the Jungle taking on DK. Going to be an interesting one. Wario is the best team in the league. DK's got an uphill battle too. But with the season on the line, can the DK Wilds find the heart and find a way to stop being heartbroken and win a ball game at home? We'll find out. And there will be more games. You'll find out who the All-Stars are after game number 3. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Triple SL, folks. Game number 2. It is the Wario Muscles at the DK Wilds here in the jungle. And thanks to everybody who stuck around after the break. We got one more game before I reveal to you the All-Star games. And folks, somebody asking me during the break, I try to let you listen to some good lo-fi and all different types of music. Most of the music I find is from Harris Heller and Stream Beats, one of the best places to find royalty-free music. And really, Harris Heller provides a great benefit to the streaming community and makes good money off of it, as they should. So you should support that and stream it. It's free. I mean, it's great lo-fi, all this type of stuff. Sometimes I also use Epidemic Sound, which is what I use. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What is here is the Wario Muscles. They beat the Birdo Bows. They slammed on the Birdo Bows last week. I'm the owner of the Birdo Bows, and I know we got killed. 13-5 was not close. There have been uglier games this year, but that was an ugly one for the Birdo Bows. Could not get anything going. The Wario Muscles were just hitting everything in sight, and that's what this team does. They hit everything in sight. They pitch pretty well. They have two of the best pitchers in the league in Yellow Magic Koopa and Wario himself. The number one team is facing, unfortunately, the worst team in the league right now. But based on the statistics, folks, not necessarily the statistically worst team. They're the worst team by record. Worst team by record. But, folks, let me read a couple things off for you. Wario Muscles, third in hitting average, 499. DK Wilds, seventh, 471. Seventh over Diddy Monkeys, who are 5-5. Bowser Jr. Rookies, who are 6-4. Waluigi Spitballs, who are 4-6. And the Monarchs and Yoshi Eggs, who are 3-8 and 3-7, respectively. DK Wilds, sixth in slugging average, 643. Sixth in team ERA, 615. Fifth in opponent batting average allowed at a 440. They're not statistically the worst team. They have just had a couple of heartbreakers lately. Arcidus Mage, thanks for showing back up, by the way, on YouTube. And the Bowser Monsters have been struggling, to say the least. They're 4-6 heading into tonight. They lost almost 6 in a row. They went 3-1. They went 3-7. Or they went to the 3-5 or whatever it was. Yeah, that was not good. There's the standings. Yes, they're bad. They were bad for a while. They can turn it around, but it was a bad losing streak for the Monsters. They play later on tonight against the Birdo Bows, by the way. But yeah, this is number 1 team versus number 12 team. But I don't think that that's an easy way to just describe how this game is going to go and really the meat of it. I think that this is going to be way more interesting if DK, the plan for victory, get Wario and Yellow Magic Koopa through the order, have somebody in the outfield, maybe a Toad or somebody, force them to have to pitch, get them to their deeper part of the bullpen, keep hitting singles. You need bombs. They need to be hard and gone. DK needs to show up tonight and hit 2 to 3 homers if this team is going to have any chance of beating the number 1 team in the league. Let's see if they do, but first we start with the away team. That's the Wario Muscles. Nothing much changing from them. They pitched Yellow Magic Koopa last time. He starts again, and Yellow Magic Koopa is the certified best pitcher in the league. A 2.17 ERA through 19 1/3 and a 1.66 WHIP. Walks, hits over innings pitched through 19 1/3 as well. That's good for third, behind Firebro for the Luigi Knights and Birdo for the Birdo Bows. Otherwise, everything else is the same. This team has been batting pretty well. Third in the league in hitting, fifth in slugging. That's their lineup. Now, for the DK Wilds, here they are. Nothing much changing for them. Donkey Kong is starting his second straight game as well on the mound. This is his first game since Game 8, and only his third game started. It was Brown Critter in the last 2 games. But Donkey Kong does end up finding an appearance in pretty much every single game that he's played so far this season. When we look at DK's overall ERA, through 26 3 and a third pitch, he's 6.65. Not bad. Really not bad. It's kind of been Donkey Kong and Boo running the show. Yellow Magic Koopa, though, for this team, has pitched 11. Has a 2.55. So they have a Yellow Magic Koopa as well. Hasn't pitched as much. Boo tends to get the preference. But I would say the Yellow Magic Koopa, as the Wario Muscles have shown, probably deserving of the preference. That is your lineup for the DK Wilds, the home team. It's the second game of the night. It starts right now. Wario, can they get it done and get to 9-2 before the All-Star break? Or will the DK Wilds, hold on. We are legitimately talking, folks, about the DK Wilds potentially being at 2-9 and out of the race. They would need to win a lot of games in the second half to have a shot at making the playoffs. But right now, the line is 500, and somebody's going to be below that line, 500 tonight. Here we go. Wario Muscles away team. They're batting first, starting off with Toadsworth, who has been very solid this season. And would you look at that? Toadsworth just does not want to stop. Definitely on the docket, going to be on the ballot for comeback player of the year. Even though he hasn't had a different season to come back from. Yellow Toad, deep to left center field, but it's grabbed by Baby DK. Nice grab. Yellow Toad had a homer last time, only his second home run of the year, but it closed the game. It absolutely sealed it. Sealed it for this team against the Berto Bows. Not going to happen this way yet. Brings up Yellow Pianta, has been also very solid for this team as well. He's going to take a deep drive. It's getting to right field, but will Yellow Yoshi get to it? No, just over his head. And so they're going to have two aboard with one out here to start off the game. It is Wario, one of the best hitters in the league, is unable to find anything in a double play. Lines out into a double play. As I said, he is one of the best hitters in the league. Has 28 hits out of 43 at-bats, a .651. But every once in a while, Wario finds a critical miss. And that's a critical miss there. They get nothing in the top of the first against the DK Wilds. I mean, I could just list off the games where the DK Wilds were within striking distance. They almost beat Berto a couple weeks back. They almost beat Daisy a while back. Should have probably beat one or two other teams. Their Pythagorean win percentage is probably like 4-6. They should be 4-6 based on how many runs they've scored. Teal Yoshi, another candidate for comeback player of the year. He started off 0-10, then hit a home run in this ballpark, and ever since, Teal Yoshi has just been a solid player for this team. He has, since going 0-10, he is 14 for 30, now 15 for 31, batting almost 500 since that moment when he hit a home run. Incredible stuff. CJ Willis saying the 12-game winning streak for the DK Wild starts right now. This would be an incredible way to do it, beating the number one team in the league. And look who gets home. Teal Yoshi will get the opening run of the game thanks to a Baby DK RBI, and it's 1-0. The DK Wilds have dropped some leads, but they held on to one or two. They don't have no wins. They won 2 this season. They beat Yoshi last week in a 4-2 low-scoring affair, but it got it done. They beat them on the road, and the only other win for the DK Wilds was an 11-3 win at the Diddy Monkeys. Fairly solid team. Line drive is going to be out number 1. Baby DK stays at first. But, I mean, I'm looking up this lineup. I mean, maybe they had a shot against Waluigi. Had a late chance. Maybe should have beat Luigi. There's a lot of games where it went wrong for this team, and they were so close. Daisy being a big one. Daisy and Berto being 2 games where they had the lead going later. They had a 6-run lead against Daisy and blew it quickly. Yellow Magic Hoop is going to get this one down into the left corner. Baby DK is going for third with 2 out, and he's safe. Runners on the corners with 2 out here for the worst team in the league against the number 1 team in the league with Boo at the plate. As a Bowser fan in this game, I am rooting for, checks notes, a meteor to hit this stadium. Yes. That is certainly the hope. You do not want to see the Warrior Muscles keep winning. Or the DK Wilds for that matter. But they're going to keep it going. Boo with the RBI single. It's 2-0 here early in the jungle. This team is finding something against the Warrior Muscles, and this is the exact situation you wanted them in. When the Magic Koopas get tired and upset, which is what he's getting right now, this is when they get pulled out of the game. And if you can get Wario in there early, this is only the first inning. And he's gone. Yellow Magic Koopa, with one of his shortest efforts of the year, does not even get through 1 complete inning. Only 2/3 of an inning pitched. Not going to help his ERA. Still probably will maintain the best in the league, but that hurts. Now you're going to have to play Wario for a good amount of time, and maybe you go Firehammer Bro third. They got some players on this ball club, but man, this is a good setup for the DK Wilds. They have the early lead thanks to a couple RBIs. Teal Yoshi, DK, Baby DK, getting them around. It's 2-0. Here with 17 people watching us on a Thursday night. Somebody at the end of the season is going to win this crown, the SSSL crown, right there. Be the first team to win it. We'll see who that is. The Warrior Muscles, right now, the number 1 team in the regular season, trying to do so, but they are in trouble a little bit early here. A little bit of an early scare. 2 outs quickly here for the Wario Muscles, Magic Koopa to Magic Koopa, and this is not good. This is not a good start for this team right away. They have been neutralized at the the batter's box, that's for sure. DK, again, this is only his third start of the year, but so far not too bad. If you get the first 6 batters out, that would be a great way to get it going. Baby DK can't get to that one. Hot ball into center field. So 2 out here. Fire Hammer Bro gets aboard. They were able to rob Yellow Toad, but this is the section of the order that you like to see up. Red Noki and Blue Noki. The blue one is better than the red one. And the red one is at the plate. This is on the ground. Yellow Shy Guy, big one away from his body. Gets that one at shortstop. Joe is still folding laundry, and we're going to be in an itching one. P-Dad Parker, the owner of the Warrior Muscle, said, "What the hell did I walk into? You're down 2. Down 2 in the bottom of the second to the worst team in the league, and now with Donkey Kong at the plate. DK has 6 home runs this year. The team has 13. And this could be a 7th. This is a bomb. It is gone. I can confidently say that is what DK needed to do. An absolute smoker, missile, rocket to center field. And it's 3-0. DK needed to show up and hit absolute missiles, and that is what this one is right now. Parker said, "Commish, are you rigging this game?" And I say, your team needs to pick it up. They're one of the best teams in the league. They have no excuses. Now you have Brown Critter. No excuses. We're 11 games into the season. Show up or get knocked out. I'll show you that I'm not rigging this game too. I got the stat things lined up right now. Your team's got to figure it out. They are down. Line out, though, for Teal Yoshi in his second time. This is the second time up here for Teal Yoshi in this section of the order. Baby DK had a nice little hit. I mean, when this section of the order is on, this team is on. But unfortunately, this is going to be a double play. Oh, wow. Brown Critter, good aware base running. Gets back to first in time. So I spoke too soon there. This brings up Yellow Yoshi. Yellow Yoshi's been okay, 16 for 38, 421 is not bad. On the ground, though, Yellow Magic Koopa, can he get it just in time? Yellow Yoshi was trying for that one, but that's the end of the inning. The one-run shot to center field that was never going to be grabbed even by the best outfield in the league makes it 3-0. Wario Muscles can definitely come back from this, but they are not helping themselves. They've gotten the first 6 batters approximately pretty much out of this order. They haven't batted around yet. Blue Noki will line this one out. They will now get back to the top of the order. Caden on YouTube says, "I'm a DKW fan when the Bowser Jr. rookies are playing." Fair. Very fair. I was rooting straight up. You've seen me root for the DK Wild so many times this year in hopes of them winning games because I feel like they've just been there. Parker says he talked to Wario, and there's an error item, but Toadsworth is not fast. Oh, he is fast enough. Toadsworth says, "We are coming back hard. Just talk to Wario." And they called in the green shell right there to get Toadsworth the first. Yellow Toad almost had a bomb earlier in this game. Now you got another error item. Toadsworth's going to third. Will he go for home? He might be too slow. Play at the plate. He's not going to get there. Toadsworth running the bases. Turning and burning. Gets home, and it's 3-1. The Wario Muscles are on the board. Nice job for Yellow Toe. What a double for him. His 4th double of the year. Brings up Yellow Pianta with 6 home runs. Behind just Fire Bro at 7 on this team. This is going to get down in center field. They have runners on the corners with 1 out. Big spot here for the Wario Muscles. Best team in the league to try and take the lead back against the worst team in the league. Wario's been a consistent hitter, but Wario's going to line out again. Wario with his 2nd straight lined out double play for someone averaging 651 is struggling. They only get 1 back. They're still down 3-1. Unbelievable stuff from the captain right now. Is not helping out. Now he's at the mound trying to get the rest of this order out. Peter is up, and Peter's going to get a single. How do you like that from Peter? Peter and Parker playing in this game, by the way. Peter and Parker. And that's Peter's 15th hit of the year, batting .368. 2 RBI. Now you got Yellow Magic Koopa up in a good spot. Had a not bad hit, but that's a double play. Quick double play turned by Fire, bro. The 6-3 will make it 2 out. With 18 people in here on a Thursday night, what are you doing here? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that so much. I'm so glad you're watching wherever you're watching. Make sure to follow us, sub. Make sure you don't get lost, because tomorrow, All-Star game. Don't want to miss it. We'll have 3 games, talk to the owners, catch you up on what happened in the first half of the season if you've been missing out. Trying to get those YouTube videos turned around. I had a plate of work. I had stuff going on this week, and now I'm finally past that stuff. So hopefully we can edit up some more recaps of previous weeks for you and get caught up as we have the All-Star break this week. Shy Guy with 2 out. We'll get him Boo to second. So runners on first and second here. In a good spot for Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong in a great spot with runners on first and second. Hit a no-doubter in his first at-bat to center field. Could it be another again? This one could be a no-doubter. Will it get to the wall? Will it get down? It will not get down fair. It's foul. Wario with the splitter here. Good time to use it. But will it get sat on? It will. Another foul ball here for Donkey Kong, down 0-2. The computers tend to be able to guess, but he contact hits this one straight to Yellow Toe for the 3rd out. Nice job by Wario getting a big batter out of the inning here and preventing any more runs. Tight game here, folks, through 3. The DK Wilds, worst team in the league, trying to get their 3rd win by beating the best team in the league. It's 3-1, top of the 4th here now for Parker. Well, the Mees with the most home runs this year. It's deep to left center, but they're on this one. They got it. Baby DK robs another one. He has been doing that a lot since this team adjusted its outfield. Big Rob Parker is denied his 3rd home run of the year. CJ Willis said, should we dub this the Spider Game? I think this is a good way to put it, the Spider Game. I feel like there's no other natural connection between these two teams, so the Spider Game is better than anything I could come up with. 2 outs quickly here after that line out. Here's Fire Hammer Bro has the most home runs on this team with 7, but guess what? That is 1, 2, 3 outs. You're gone. Let's get to the bottom of the 4th. DK Wilds are maintaining the lead. We could be talking about them having the lead going into the top of the 7th. May not even have to bat the 7th for a team who is 2-8. Brown Critter has 5 home runs this year. DK and Brown Critter combined for 11 out of this team's 13, now 12 out of 14, rather. Contact hit up in the air. Yellow Toad's underneath this one. Nice at-bat there from Wario. Again, getting the best hitters on this team out. But hey, this section of the order, the top of the order, has been finding their hits too. Not this one, though. Not this one. That's 2 out here. The underdogs of the league trying to hold on. Baby DK's had a couple hits himself, but tough spot here when you got nobody on with 2 out. Not a lot of expectations you can have here to do anything, and that is true. That's 1, 2, 3 the other way. End of the 4th, a quick 4th inning. Top of the 5th, you got the Nokies and Toadsworth. Toadsworth trotted around these bases, the only player for the Wario Muscles to get home. That is a very rare occasion. That is to say the least. Red Noki's going to take strike 1. Donkey Kong, another solid effort from him right now. That is for sure. This is on the ground, grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa. Make that 1 just in time for the first out. Wario, folks, in a game this season, Wario has not scored under 4 runs. This is a big hit from Blue Noki, but it's just a little too big. Nice grab by Baby DK. Oh, no, they've scored only 2 in a game. They scored only 2, but right now this is the least amount of runs they've scored in a game if it holds as it is. Toadsworth gets that one down. Golly, Toadsworth is just killing it. And gets an important player up at the plate. Yellow Toad, who's had a couple homers this year. Could he tie the game here? This is over the plate, and it's going to get in the gap. Baby DK is going to have another one out in center. Yellow Toad with a great hit. 1 and 2 on for Yellow Pianta. First and second. Big spot in the context of this game and in the season for the DK Wilds. And now here comes a barrel pitch. Yellow Pianta trying to hit it. And it's deep. Deep to left center field. Will they rob it again? They will. They will rob another home run. The defense is hanging on here for the Wilds. And they rob a potential Yellow Pianta homer on the barrel pitch. We head to the bottom of the 5th with the same score. It's 3-1. The Wilds have Yellow Yoshi due up. What a rob again. Baby DK is doing some tings for this team right now, folks. Holy cow. Wario has been able to hang in here so far. I really was thinking that Wario might be in a tough spot and we'd be looking at this team's third pitcher, which would likely be Fire Hammer Bro. Still could be. We still might see Fire Hammer Bro come in the 7th inning, assuming they even get there. 2 on here. Yellow Yoshi thought about going to third, stays there. They got 1 and 2, first and second already here in the inning with Yellow Magic Koopa. Yellow Magic Koopa, though, has not been doing amazing, particularly in this game. It's kind of been lining out. But this is not going to be a line out if it gets down. Oh, it is a line out, but the Pow Ball gets there. No difference. Good effort. It was a good swing. But Yellow Magic Koopa betting 472. Unable to get anything there. Boo, though, has been finding some hits as well. Couple of singles. CJ Willis saying that earlier Baby DK grab was a game-saving catch. And I absolutely agree with you. That was game-saving, and it might be the game-saver when this game is over. Boo gets it down. We got a single. Yellow Yoshi's turning for home, and the Powerball will get him safe. It's 4-1. They add to their lead with 1 out. Will the DK Wilds find a way to beat the #1 team in the league? We only have a couple more innings to find out. Wario's tired. He might be done for the day. Bottom of the 5th. On the ground for Yellow Shy Guy. That's going to end up working. It's almost as good as a sack bunt. It was such a bad hit that it almost worked because it moved the runners. Now you have DK up, who hit a homer earlier. Could he seal the game? That's it for Wario. Wario says, fuck this shit, I'm out, man. Toadsworth, get your ass in there. I don't know, folks. Toadsworth can cause a lot of people to go to contact hitting. He is 11:34. Barrel swing here. Barrel swing. It's going to get down. No, it's grabbed. Oh, no. What the hell happened? It's safe. I thought he grabbed it. Then he didn't. It's safe. Apparently, it's 5-1. What happened there? I can't even tell you what happened. Fire Hammer Bro was trying to use that Fire Nation shit to stop that barrel, but you can't stop a barrel rolling downhill, folks. Learn that lesson. 2 on, 2 out for Brown Critter. Over the plate. Swung on. Gets in the gap. Make it 6-1. 6-1 for one of the worst teams in the league, but he's caught out at second. Donkey Kong ends the inning uncharacteristically, but it doesn't matter. They got 3. Could it be DK's time? Could it be their time, folks? You got 18 of you who've stuck solid, are watching this game right now. You're watching a good one. The Wario Muscles could be on the upset train here in the jungle. But Wario finally decides to show up at the plate. Lined out into 2 straight double plays, but his third at-bat is a double. Parker had a home run rob just last inning. One that could have changed the entire outlook of the game. It's a 5-run game now. Grab there, and Wario has to sprint back, as that's a huge grab by Yellow Magic Koopa. 1 out with a runner on second. Folks, highlights are going to come up on YouTube. On this YouTube, so make sure to follow us there. Strike 1 here on Yellow Magic Koopa. And this is going to be Yellow Magic Koopa to Yellow Magic Koopa. The Pow Ball doesn't cause any issue. White Dynamite said about 20 minutes behind in the broadcast, but loving the games, man. I'm glad to hear it. We got lots of them. 4 more after this. Joe K says the DK Wild's burying the Wario Muscles deeper than I am with all this fucking laundry. Well, you got plenty of games tonight, folks. Plenty of games, Joe. To keep it, this could be a big one in the context of the game, but it's going to pull foul. Doesn't hit the torch. Fire Hammer Bro was looking for his 8th of the year. Now the 0-2. Over the plate, on the ground. They are 1 inning away from beating the #1 team in the league. The worst team in the league is 3 outs away from pulling off the biggest upset of the season. I can say that definitively. It would be the biggest upset of the season by far. They have a 5-run lead. Wario won't go quiet in the night, at least I don't think, till Yoshi lines it out for the first. That might be all they need. I think 5 is all you can ask for against this team. If they get any more, it would be a blessing. But a 5-run lead heading into the top of the 7th, you're not going to hate it. This is lined out for the second. Looks like this is going that way. Yellow Yoshi's got to do something crazy here. Toadsworth, another contact hit. It causes everybody to do it. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. That's all they can do right now. They are up 5, heading into the bottom or top of the 7th. The last inning of the game. Red Noki, blue Noki, Toadsworth. They need to outperform to get the rest of the lineup up here if they want a chance to win this one. On the ground, that's going to be 1 for 6-3. 1 out. 2 outs away are the DK Wilds from pulling out the biggest upset of the season and Donkey Kong having a complete game. This would be absolutely massive. On the ground, how about another one? Yellow Shy Guy's got 2. They're down to their last out here, folks. With Toadsworth at the plate, who's had a lot of hits today. Don't count him out, but maybe this is it. The DK Wilds, will they be winners? Not yet. Not yet. Toadsworth gets aboard, brings up Yellow Toad, who had a homer. That is it for DK. You can't blame him. Let's put somebody in like Yellow Machakupa is a great ERA to try and save the game. The first pitch is taken for a strike here. The DK Wilds trying to be winners for the 3rd time this year on the ground, but the green shell will keep the Warrior Muscles alive for the moment. 2 on for Yellow Pianta, who got robbed earlier. In a 6-1 game, they're down 5. They need a big one from him right now, 0-1. The 0-1 will be a contact hit. It's ball, 1-1. Yellow Pianta looks to go contact here, down 5 runs. And it will get down. It'll get down. Toadsworth's going for home. He's been doing amazing today. Toadsworth is this team's only 2 runs, and it's a 4-run game. Hold on, folks. Hold your horses. A 2-out rally by one of the better hitting teams in the league. Could they find magic here in the top of the 7th to prevent the upset alert? Wario struggled, but he had a double in his 3rd at-bat of the day. This one is lined out. Yellow Shy Guy and this Donkey Kong Wilds team, upset of the year, beat the number 1 seed, Wario Muscles, 6-2 at home. Can you believe? Do you believe in miracles? Because we just saw one here in the jungle. Bang! How do you like that? Unbelievable game. Peter's Donkey Kong Wilds are going to improve to 3-8, and by the hair on their chinny chin chin are going to keep this season alive somehow. They're still 5 games back from 500, but that is something. They needed that. Oh my goodness. And CJ Willis earlier said, here comes the 12-game win streak. Maybe they could. That's one right there. Wario Muscles, look, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry, Parker. That's unfortunate that happened. Toadsworth was honestly your team's best player tonight. Got around twice, your team's only scorer. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. That is really tough. Your team did you dirty tonight. A lot of conversations to be had about what the fuck that just was. But you're still fine. You're 8-3. You're not going to be tied with Daisy. I think you beat Daisy earlier this year. You still have Birdo up. You beat Birdo. So you're going to be fine. Is it unfortunate? Yes. But are you going to be okay? Yes. The Wario Muscles, they did beat Daisy away. So they'll have the loss to the Wario Muscles, or loss to DK away. But like I said, they beat pretty much everybody. The only teams the Wario Muscles lost to in the first half of the season, Luigi, DK, and Diddy. That is strange. Like, that is crazy, man. Like, you're talking about 3 teams that you should have beat, honestly, and you beat everybody else. They could be 11-0. Well, there's no reason why they couldn't have been undefeated, but unfortunately, that's not how it rolls. It's crazy here in the Triple SL. Another game coming up for you. We've got 4 more. The All-Star rosters revealed for the Triple SL tomorrow night's All-Star game. Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Central. We'll catch up with some of the owners who are available, and we'll talk about what happens in the second half of the season. All that's getting revealed next, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Triple SL. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. As you know, after this game, we're going to reveal the all-star teams for the East and the West. They were split up based upon the map of Baseball Kingdom, if you've ever seen Mario Super Sluggers. If not, I can try to pull up a picture of it for you in a little bit. But basically, on the East side, it's DK, Diddy, Wario, Waluigi, Birdo, Yoshi. On the West side, that is Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and the Bowsers. Bowser Jr. We will find out the 9 players that made each of those rosters. And I have set the lineups currently to the best of my ability, both by like where they've kind of played this season, where it makes sense, and also too, don't think like I'm going to try. I mean, I don't even know if it's possible to have perfect outfields in either of these teams that have been assigned. But don't act like I'm not going to leave the outfields a little bit screwed up, because it's an all-star game, and I want to see homers. I'm sure you would like to see some home runs in the all-star game. So that'll be interesting. It's coming up right after this game. But this game, talk about interesting. As we looked at the standings beforehand, Waluigi coming into this game, they won. They were one of the worst teams in the league. They had that little stretch of being one of the 0-4 teams, and now look at where we're at, 4-6. They've been able to turn it around in their last 8 games, probably go 4-4 or something like that. And they had that nice little stretch, or 4-2 rather. Nice little stretch of 3 games in a row. Then they were able to get a huge upset victory. Talk about upsets. They had a big one. They beat Daisy at home last week at Wario City. So now they are firmly in the conversation. They win a game here, they're going to get right near that cut line. If they go 5-6 and beat the Mario Fireballs, who, by the way, folks, are coming into this game, I think if you would have asked me a month ago, or at least 4 weeks ago, whatever, game day 7 or 6, right, where this league would be, and where Mario would be sitting after all this, I wouldn't have said 6-4. I would have said right there at 8-3, with all the teams up there at 8-3. Wario Muscles, Daisy, Flowers, Birdo, Bows. But instead, the Fireballs are 1 game back from the Bows, and they're tied with the Bowser Jr. rookies in terms of record. They have the edge. They're in the 4th spot, but they have been on a skid. Mario Fireballs, when we look at basically what their schedule's been so far, they lose last week in a shutout to the Luigi Knights, 6-0. They lost to Daisy earlier in the season. They lost to Wario, and they've lost to Birdo. They got blown out by Birdo, if you remember that. They beat all the rest of the teams, including 4 wins at home. They're at home again. They're 4-1 at home this season, so that is something that will help their edge a little bit. They've lost 3 of their 4 losses were on the road, so this is at least a positive note for them. But meanwhile, for the Waluigi Spitballs, they're 2-3 on the road and 2-3 at home, leaves them 4-6. So fucking flip a coin, right? Let's take a look at these lineups, folks. Starting with the Waluigi Spitballs on the road. Waluigi starting again for this team for the 2nd time in a row. And he is 7th in the league, I want to say, in ERA of 4.58 through 26 innings pitched. Really not too bad. He's got a 1.92 whip, so only allowing about 2 hits an inning on average. Not too bad. So, yeah, I mean, I think he's been a real improvement. He was off the rocker a little bit, but I think this team's pitching improvement, which includes Red Yoshi, who is I have perpetually mentioned as being somebody that probably needs to start after this. It's going to be interesting to see if Tim decides to eventually start Red Yoshi instead of starting himself in that spot. But, you can only wonder, and you can only ask. It's his team. If he wants to play himself on the mound and have a pitcher with a 10.5 plus ERA, be my guess. But Waluigi's the one on the mound. Everybody else is the same. Petey Piranha maybe recovering a little bit in the average department, but I think still needs to have and continues to need those breakout games. He has 6 home runs and 15 RBI. Meanwhile, for the Mario Fireballs, like I said, most of the same. Mario starting again tonight, shifted out Red Piant to the right field. But otherwise, the rest of the lineup is the same. Batting order the same, but really this team has taken a little bit of a dip when we come to some of the categories. They're still number 1 in hitting average. They're 4th in slugging average, but they are 2nd to last in team ERA, probably a little bit influenced by that, big, loss to Birdo. But it's shocking, to say the least, that a team that's 6-4 as one of the worst ERAs in the league. But, I mean, hey, it can happen, and maybe that's really why they're 6-4. If they were able to keep that in line a little bit, maybe they'd be higher, but even Andrew is off of who was one of the better pitchers in the league, is out of the top 15 when it comes to ERA. Mario's pitching a 5.75, who's just outside. Andrew threw 24 and 2/3, 6.53. Not bad, but not quite good enough. ERA as an average, 7.21 as a team. That's just surprising, folks. That's your lineups for game number 3. Stick around after this, folks. Watch this game. It's going to be a good one. Waluigi, this would be an added extra great win for them to be able to get to 5-6 and get one game closer. It would really mess things up in the middle of this table, and that's what the Waluigi Spitballs have been trying to do. Game number 3. Stick around after this game. You'll get the all-star games for the all-star teams for the East and the West. Let's hit play on our third game of the night. Waluigi to bat first. This 1-2-3. Always tough. Eli, hi friends. What I missed? Well, you missed the number 1 team in the league losing to DK on the road. DK winning 6-2. And then Daisy taking care of business. Had to survive a little bit of an effort at the end by the Peach Monarchs. Daisy improving to 8-3 with a 9-7 win at home. Those are the 2 games we've had so far. This is Brown Critter after Waluigi gets aboard. Deep to left field. It's gone. Brown Critter opens the scoring for the Waluigi Spitballs. How do you like that? Them apples, baby. Brown Critter, his 7th home run of the year, is now outpacing even Petey Piranha. And it is 2-0. Now here's Petey Piranha, who I just mentioned. Only batting .474, which is not bad. But man, oh man, what a shot that was. A great stadium to do it in. And this is a deep ball to left field. It's pulling just foul for Petey Piranha, down 0-2 in the count to Mario. The cover athlete has pitched this one on the ground. It's going to be the first out, but lets up a bomb in at-bat number 2. Dose to Brown Critter, 2-0. Tim has been okay, 389 with 1 home run, by the way. Could it be another one? Nope, this is on the ground. Going to make this another out, 2 down. But hey, I mean, like I said, Waluigi Spitballs are going to be pleased, very pleased with this result. CJ Willis also mentioning that I almost forgot about the Mario Fireballs outfield. We are in for an entertaining one, that is for sure. That's 3, though. The 2-run shot, bringing in Waluigi by Brown Critter, is all that they did. But hey, that is not nothing. 2-0 is the score. You got Red Toad, Red Pianta, and Mario up. The outfield is the weakness of this team. They're good in chemistry. They're going to be difficult if you're on the plate and they're batting well. But otherwise, they can have some real issues when it comes to fielding and getting those balls in the gaps. And I said this before, it's really one of the unique teams. It's so unique because they put together a perfect chemistry outfield, perfect chemistry team, but somehow still have a weakness. And I think that is a beautiful thing about this game, is that there's still a chance. And nobody is undefeated in this league. Best record, nobody's gotten to 9 wins. Nobody will get to 9 wins through the first half of the season. 2 teams tied at 8-3. Berto's at 7-3. So nobody's getting to 9 yet. Going to have to wait until the second half of the season. 1 out here. Mario's going to get Red Toad to second. They got 2 aboard. Good spot here. A lot of home run hitters on this side. Only Andrew, as I've said many times this season, the one without a home run. Yellow Pianta for this team has 2. Good time for him, maybe. Contact hit in the gap. Gets it down, bases loaded with 1 out. Good opportunity for the Mario Fireballs to rip the lead right back out of the hands. And it's Yellow Toad, who also has 2 home runs and is batting .650. The best statistical hitter for this team is Yellow Toad, and he is at the plate. Take strike 1, though. Can Waluigi get him out of the inning in a tough spot? Bases loaded. This is a star swing, but it's down to center field. Grabbed by Purple Toad. It's enough of a sac fly to cut the lead in half. Not bad, though. Purple Toad, big grab there in the context of this game. Could help them save the lead here, as there's 2 out for Blue Pianta. 3 home runs for him, batting .561. Liar ball coming. Pulled just foul by Blue Pianta on the first pitch. The 0-1 is swung on, and it will get down, and the bases are loaded again. Watch out. Interesting situation here for Blue Toad, the number 1 home run hitter on this team with 4. Take strike 1. Doesn't look like he's going homer. Looks like he's trying to get a nice contact hit to tie the game. This ball is slow. Bad pitch by Waluigi. Tie ball game, and it could be the lead again. Yellow Pianta's going to get home. That's a 2-run RBI. They take the lead back here early in the top of the second. Big one there for Blue Toad. Nice job for him. That's Blue Toad's 15th RBI. Has 15 RBIs. Now Andrew, who just has 1, is going to get this in the gap, and now he has 2. And this game is a 4-2 game. Waluigi, they were up 2. Now they're down 2. Just like that. 4-run swing. And that's what the Mario Fireballs can do when they're on. Waluigi getting tired already. Not good for the prospects of this team. Going to have to go to maybe one of the critters or Red Yoshi, probably Tim. This is a line drive. It will not get down. Grabbed by Red Yoshi in right. Waluigi's getting tired already. We're not even in the second inning. I forgot about that. This is just the first. It's 4-2. In the first inning, they lose the lead. Waluigi spitballs. Can they get it back? They're trying to get to 5 and 6. Purple Toad with a nice deep ball. Will get over Red Me's head. No, it does not. Such a good ball, but unfortunately not quite in the gap enough. Here's Blue Yoshi. Only has 9 hits this year. Cannot get to double digits as that's 2 out quickly here. And it's going to be Red Koopa stepping up. Red Koopa, not too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. 12 for 30, 400 with 2 RBI, 1 double. And he's going to add. No, he's not. Blue Pianta just dives for that ball. 1, 2, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the second here with the Mario Fireballs. Trying to get back on track. They're trying to get to 7 and 4 and get 1 game out of the lead here against the Spitballs. Still plenty of game left to go. You got the Brown Critter connection that could be interesting. He just hit a 2-run shot. And then you got Petey Piranha. If Petey can show up, man, you never know. You just never know. The 0-2 swung on over the head of Brown Critter. Nice contact hit from Red Toad to start off the inning. Waluigi again looking like signs of fatigue, looking like he's done for the day. This is not going to bode well as Tim steps in. And look at that, folks. Did I predict that or did I not? That Tim was going to step in here. Has not shown that he has the propensity to pitch well this year. And lets up that, and Red Pianta gets to first. Lets up a hit right off the bat. This could be a bad inning for them. Watch out. This could get out of hand quickly. Here's Mario. Takes strike 1. He's looking to go yard. Looking to go for the big ball. The 0-1. Now contact. Hitting it down. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Yellow Pianta. Could this be the dagger early? Star pitch is swung on. Will it get down? It will. But Red Toad did not run. Red Toad did not run. It's a force out. Force out at home. He thought he was going to get to it. Should have run when the bases are loaded. And so there's 1 out. Could Tim get him out of this inning? Yellow Toad is up at the plate. Mistake from Red Toad here. This ball, though, will get down, and Red Pianta's not going to make the same mistake. Mario's right hot on his tail. Played the plate is not going to happen. 2-run RBI, and it's 6-2. Make it up for the mistake is Pianta and Mario. Under the Skin 13 on Twitch says, please win. I don't know. Looking pretty good right now for this side. This is going to get down. Bases will be backloaded again. Yo, Pianta thought about turning. Oh, man, a little bit more aware fielding there. Could have got Pianta there at third. But instead, it's a bases loaded situation. And Blue Toad, this is what they do. The Mario Fireballs will just single you to death, and it's 7-2. They did it to Bowser Jr. earlier this year with a 12-run inning. They just singled him to death with 2 outs. They have 1 out here. Andrew's going to add to the situation. That's what they do. Make it 8-2. Now 9-2 as Blue Pianta gets home. This team does not seem to hit bombs. When they put up their big innings, it's just single after single. And what did I say, folks? Tim stepping into this game was a massive mistake. Petey Piranha now up to pitch. This is a fastball. Grabbed by Brown Critter. Can he turn the double play? He will. We'll finally get him out of the inning. But that is not what you wanted to see if you're a Waluigi Spitballs fan. And if you're Tim, the owner, terrible pitching stint in the second. Lets up 5. They let up 9 in 2 innings. Got Green Noki here. CJ Willis says it's death by 1,000 hits. Yes, it certainly is. We've had over 1,000 hits, by the way, in the league this year. We've started the night with 1,838 hits in this league so far this year. Think about that. If you watched every game, you've watched 1,838 hits and over 4,000 at-bats of baseball. Holy cow. You and I, we're both insane. Waluigi, nice little L swing there, the liar swing. He's been doing that in good times. Joe K says, just finished vacuuming what I missed. Well, right now it's a massacre, but we have a lot of game left. Brown Critter, 2 on. He hit a 2-run shot to start the scoring. It's the only scoring. This is a deep ball. It's deep to center field. It's not deep enough, though. No error item. That will be the first out. Green Noki thinking about tagging, going for third, but a nice throw will prevent her from doing so. Unfortunate, but hey, here is Petey Piranha. Petey Piranha, be a good time for him to have a homer. This is swung on. Hot one, though. Line drive. That's the second out. Unfortunate. Really went for it there. Now you have Tim up in this spot, who's batting not bad, 389, but has not shown anything crazy. Nice little contact single gets it in. Green Noki's turning for home. They cut the lead. Tim is going to have a double here. What's Waluigi doing? Waluigi, no, don't go for the plate. Go back. Oh, man. Okay. Good job. He was a little bit aggressive. He turned back around at the right time. But I was like, I saw Waluigi round in third. I'm like, what is he doing? Got to keep the inning alive. The spitballs here with 2 out. Nice job there. Gets 1. It's 3-9. Runners on second and third here for Red Yoshi. Contact hit. It is grabbed by Blue Pianta. Tough. Red Yoshi, one of the worst hitters in the league, averaging 219. Does what he's been doing. Lines it out to second. Only 3-9 here. Not helpful when you have Petey Piranha up the plate. Mario Fireballs could be on the track for another malice at Mario Stadium. This time in favor of them. There's been a lot of high-scoring games here. 2 times have teams put up 20-plus runs. One, the Mario Fireballs. The other, the Birdo Bows. Petey already getting done. I mean, he was a transitional pitcher to begin with. I'd rather have Red Yoshi or Brown Critter even in there for that matter. And now Red Pianta is going to get 2 aboard with nobody out here. 16 of you watching after this game. All-Star rosters revealed. All-Star game is tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Central is the start time. We'll have a couple games before the All-Star game. A couple of unique ones, including, hopefully, a fan-provided. And that is an out. Red Pianta gets plucked off at second for 1. Now here's Yellow Pianta. But hopefully we're going to do a fan draft here, a chat draft for one of these games. And maybe play a challenge. We'll try to play as a team, as an ownership group. Yellow Pianta deep to center field. Will they get there in time? Nope, they will not. That is gone. Yellow Pianta with a 3-run shot. And this game could be all but over. His 3rd home run of the year. This could be sealed. The Mario Fireballs are turning on the heat tonight. 12-3. 12-3. Folks, got 3 more games tonight, so this is not the end of baseball. A critical, I'm talking about critical, next game for Luigi and Diddy. 2 teams at 5-5, same in the run differential. One is going to gain a huge edge over the other in that game and improve to 6-5. We could be looking back on that game as one of the most important when it comes to who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. So that's coming up right next after this one. 9-run game here for the Mario Fireballs in the lead, and they just will not stop. 2 outs, and Blue Pianta will get aboard. They're going to be keeping it top of the hitting average, that's for sure. This team, best in the league with a 5.28 team hitting average, and it's going to continue. Just death, single. And then Yellow Pianta decides to show up and hit a homer and really stamp this one to death. First and second, Andrew, though, if you're looking for anybody to get out, unfortunately, it's been Andrew this season. The rest of his team's doing the job. 12-3 after 3 innings here. No mercy rule. We play them all, and we've seen some crazy shit this year. Waluigi, though, you never know. You just can't. I never want to be like no team will ever come back from down 9 runs because I think it could happen. We've seen Bowser earlier this year. They were on a 6-run stint. They were down 13-3, and that game finished like 13-9, I think. That would have been shocking, and Bowser was not that far away from doing it. Red Koopa gets aboard with 2 out here. Brings up Green Noki again. Trade deadline is over, folks. These teams are locked. The only thing you can change is your order and the color of your me at this point, but otherwise these teams are locked for the second half of the season. Not going to get the 6-4-3, but you didn't need it. Nice play. Deep one from short. That will be the end of the inning. Nothing there, and so far the Mario Fireball has been averaging 4 every single inning. Could be ugly. Need to get him out of it. Brown Critter's on the mound, the 4th pitcher for this team. And he's going to let up a hit. Boy, it could continue here, folks. Watch out. The record is 29, set by this team back in game week number 4, I want to say, against the Bowser Jr. rookies. That was set actually in game week number 3 of the season. It was a 29-6 game here at home. They're going to be potentially 5-1 at home, which is one of the best home records in the league. And this one is gone to right field. Red Pianta is going to add to this one. I'll officially say it. It's another murder at Mario Stadium. Red Pianta with a big ball to right field, almost second deck. And it's 15-3, folks. Stick around after this game for the All-Star roster reveal. Man, oh man, that's ugly, folks. Can't tell you anything different. Can't lie to you and say this is not ugly. It's ugly. Purple Toe will finally get an out in the top of the 4th, or top of the 5th, rather. Bottom of the 4th. God, I can't even get the... Strike one here on Yellow Pianta, but yeah, I mean, just looking back at it, I think one of the only other teams in the league that has this good of a home record going in. Diddy Monkeys have a 3-1 home record. They play at home in our next game. That is it. Begrudgingly. Now Red Yoshi. Red Yoshi's somebody who I've said that needs to be a starter, period. He needs to start the next game, in my opinion, if this team wants to keep winning. Red Yoshi needs to be a starter, and here he is. The 0-1 is now 0-2, trying to bunt along up 12 runs. I don't get why this team's so cocky with that. Line drive, there's the double play. Look at that. Red Yoshi, what did I say? Gets him out of the inning. Doesn't allow anything more. They've allowed 15, but none of them have been by Red Yoshi yet. I'll tell you that. But yeah, they're going to prove to 5-1 likely here in the home record. The Birdo Bows are undefeated at home, and they play the Bowser Monsters at home tonight. If they win that game, they'll be 5-0, and the only team left that is undefeated at their home ballpark at Yoshi Park. That, I want to say, is in our nightcap. Yes, it is. Big drive here from Brown Critter. It is robbed. Just not far enough. Brown Critter had a great homer. Arsonist Major's next game up, as I said, is Luigi at Diddy. Again, folks, I hope you stick around. That's a great game. The 9:45, or approximately 9:45, would probably be much earlier than that. We run through these games pretty quick. So I'll say probably the 9 o'clock game, Central Time, is Yoshi at Bowser. Yoshi at Bowser Jr. at the Playroom. I feel like we've been to the Playroom a lot this start this season. 0-2 here for Petey Piranha. This is an example of somebody that's just not shown up for work most days. He's flown that one out. Just not good enough. Not good enough for Petey Piranha today. I don't know if it would have made any difference, but Petey Piranha is just not helping the prospects of the Waluigi Spitballs to help them win games. They'll drop likely to 4-7 here and be out of the playoff hunt for the moment. That is the 3rd. Tim grounds it out. Mario Fireballs are rolling here at Mario Stadium. Can they add any more? Can they go for their own record of 29 runs? They got 15. It's Blue Pianta is going to start with a single. I mean, they just hit you to death. Their singles are so well placed. It can just be so brutal. And then what they do last week, they put up a 0, a goose egg on the road. This team struggles on the road. And guess what? That's going to get in the gap, too. That's going to be at least a double, which will bring home Blue Pianta, make it 16 with nobody out. But, I mean, yeah, this team is I think, 2-3 on the road. Not good on the road. They've lost to Luigi, Daisy, and Wario on the road. And we'll see what their next road game is when we come up on game week number 12. They're at the Garden. Tag out there for the first. But when we talk about a game that could really benefit the Peach Monarchs and being at that stadium, it is against Mario. These players are slow in the gaps. They could hit a lot of triples when you have the dry bones hitting like they are. That watch out, folks. I'm going to predict a close game in that game. You can write it down and call me out if I'm wrong. But next time we're on, that's going to be next week on Thursday for a split game week. I predict that game will be close. 17-3 here. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Also next week, so we basically are playing the same schedule essentially again, but this time it's reversed. Red Pianta with another bomb. They're looking to go for the record again. They know what it felt like when they got it hit on them, 23 runs, a 20-piece chicken McNugget dropped on their head by the Berto Bows, and they want to do it again. They are on a march, 20-3. They could do it. I mean, folks, I'm telling you right now, I said that I thought they would get to 30 and they didn't. This could be it. They only have about a couple more outs though. So they need some help because they're not batting away here. Yellow Pianta up at the plate. Line drive going to get out of play for a foul here. So 0-1. Red Yoshi's trying to stick around, but I couldn't blame him if he ended up getting out of here. This is deep to center field. Watch out for the green shell. Can they end it? They will end it. They're here in the bottom of the fifth. They have scored so many runs. They've averaged 4 an inning. 4 an inning. Meanwhile, Luigi spitballs, not the same. Not quite. 20-3 here, top of the sixth. We only got another inning or so left in this game. And the All-Star rosters will be revealed, folks. The All-Star rosters will be revealed in just a little bit. So stick around for that. Maybe a couple minutes away from finding out who is the East and West All-Stars. Strikeout there for Mario against Red Yoshi. Good stuff there. That's going to get another one on. So, hey, you know what? Not bad. Not bad there. Nice job. You got blue Yoshi up here. The 0-1 on the ground. That's going to be the 6-4-3 double play. And we are a little bit closer from this game being over. Bottom of the sixth coming up here. Last opportunity for the Mario Fireballs to beat their own record. They need 9 to tie, 10 to win, in a way, to beat their record and get to 30 runs. The only team who would ever get to 30 runs. Maybe. I don't know. We never know what the second half of the season is going to look like. Not a good start to it, though. It looks like they are not going to get to 30. Not probably going to get to 30. Nice line out there. PD has nothing to laugh about. This is not a laughing matter. Your team is in trouble, and you suck. I'll say it frank. PD Parada is underperforming, even with 6 home runs. He has not been doing enough for this team. That was an all-star level pick. All-star level pick. The first pick of the non-captains, and you play like this. It is not good. Blue Pianta here is on second for Blue Toad. Blue Toad will keep it going, man. They are just hitting away here, folks. Absolutely hitting away. Death by singles, but Andrew has not been doing so well. Even with all the success around him, has not been able to find enough to even get him a homer. He's the only person on this team without a home run. I'd like to see him get one, but hey, there's a nice single for Andrew. That's going to add an RBI. It'll be his 3rd RBI of the year. He's gotten 2 tonight, 21-3. And the Waluigi Spitballs are on their 6th pitcher, which will make this really fun for me to score after the game. Purple Toad is stepping in. I don't know if Purple Toad has even pitched in a game this year, folks. That's a fun little thing to look at. Oh, yeah, he's pitched in 2 and 2/3. Nice little double play there. 4-6-3 to end it. We'll go to the top of the 7th and see if the Waluigi Spitballs can pat themselves on the back a little bit and not lose by 18. Maybe it'll be 17 or 16. All-star rosters coming up in just a moment. 0-1 here on Red Coop. Folks, I want to thank everybody who's been around tonight. Make sure to give us a follow on YouTube and Twitch. Same with TikTok. Might be moving away from TikTok a little bit just because of, impending towards the end of the year. But also, YouTube Shorts has been very kind to us, bringing us some viewers on YouTube Shorts, getting us some nice engagement on the regular. So we might be posting more on the regular there. Mario getting tired. He's still done very well. It's almost to a complete game. Double play there will get them down to their last out. Big drive here from Brown Critter. Will keep the game alive. That's going to add one for him. Good for them, honestly. I'm happy that he ended up doing that. Brown Critter had what I would consider to be, and I have down on this sheet, Brown Critter was the first star, by the way, folks, from game day number 10. I didn't figure out a third star. Only reason why I didn't have that graphic tonight. CJ Willis asking, is Petey Piranha the prominent bust of the draft? I mean, yes, he is. What's that Chargers quarterback? The Jared Leaf of the draft? Yeah, I would say so. That is going to be the third out. That's the ball game. Petey Piranha, in fitting fashion, ends this game. That was an ugly one. 21-4 is the final score. Could not do anything more there. And the Waluigi Spitballs are unfortunately a step back from having a chance at getting to the playoffs. Tough, tough, tough for them. Well, folks, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm sure if you voted in our poll earlier this season and throughout the last week, we asked you to pick the teams for the 2024 season number 1 SSSL All-Star game that happens tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll have a couple different novelty games for you, and then the All-Star game. First, for the East, this is comprised of Birdo, Yoshi, DK, Diddy, and then Wario and Waluigi. Those 6 teams, and in just a moment, we will show you the graphic. I want to make sure I can get the some of the responses up. These are in no certain order. The batting order and all that is in no certain order. I have generally the number 1 to number 9 vote getters. I don't think it really matters because I feel like everybody in these teams had a reason to be. So, the East All-Star team. The East is this team right here. Starting off with Fire Hammer Bro for the Wario Muscles. Has had over 7 home runs this year. Is a no-doubt selection. He got amongst the most votes, I believe, of anybody in the East, next to Eli, who is the starting pitcher for the East All-Stars. Deserved it, has put up a couple great, complete games in this season, and Eli is second in the league in ERA with a 3.5. Absolutely first ballot in the All-Star game. Then we have a couple familiar faces from my Birdo Bows. It's King K. Rool catching, who is third, I want to say, in the home run category, has been among the hit leaders. He's second in home runs with 11, just behind Bowser. And those 2 teams play tonight, folks. That could be a home run derby in our nightcap after dark. So King K. Rool is an all-star. Then you follow it up with Red Critter, who's had plenty of home runs himself and is on that list, as 625 and 40 and is 25 hits, as well as 8 home runs, including some clutch ones this year. And finally, Birdo from this team, who's been pitching very well. She has the best whip in the league with, I think, under a 1.4, and so very much deserves a spot based on her pitching, really. 6 strikeouts, a 1.43 whip, and is, I think, 8th with the 4.78 ERA that dropped a little bit after the last game. But hey, that's not too bad for the Birdo Bows. They get 3 in based on your votes. Following this up as well, it's Wario and Yellow Magic Koopa talking about some of the best pitchers in the league. That is a no-doubt tandem. Those 2 are just so good on the mound, and they are in the game. Wario at first at the moment, and Yellow Magic Koopa out there at center. It'll be interesting to see if they get put in. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong has had enough home runs and has tried to will his team to victories and did earn enough sympathy with voters to give him an all-star spot. Donkey Kong in left field. And then finally, Green Hammer Bro for the Diddy Monkeys has been probably their most important player, even next to King Boo. He has been able to hit enough. He has 636 and has got probably, decent amount of hits through 33 at-bats and tied with King Boo at 5 home runs. King Boo just outside of the votes, but I think Green Hammer Bro is a deserving pick. So those are your East All-Stars. That's going to be an interesting team, very tough pitching team. But as you saw, I constructed in such a way where there's not going to be perfect outfields. Let's hit some bombs in the All-Star game. Why don't we? Very interesting team. I think everybody on that side, and there's even a couple more that probably got votes that could have been in that conversation. But now, for the West, comprised of Peach, Daisy, Mario, Luigi, Bowser, and Bowser Jr., some great teams, a lot of teams above 500 there. Tough to pick from. You could only have 9. Only 9. But here they are. The West All-Stars. Here they are for the West, folks. Starting off with, no doubt, one of the most intimidating hitters in the league by far. 14 home runs. It's Bowser. He was a no doubt #1 selection. He bats second and is playing in his spot at third. Green Hammer Bro for the Bowser Jr. rookies has been their most important player. And next to Green Dry Bones as well, he gets the selection too for this team because the Peach Monarchs also have Green Dry Bones as well. That hitting tandem, the Green Dry Bones and Dry Bones connection for the Peach Monarchs, you couldn't have had an all-star game without one of them. And so Green Dry Bones is in left field. Dark Bones is for the Luigi Knights. And he's had some critical game winners this year. One of the best by average in the league. I want to say he's second at 750. And yes, deserving of an all-star spot. Blue Dry Bones finishes out the Dry Bones. He's for the Daisy Flowers among their 3 all-star selections. He is batting .838. Nobody is even touching that right now and plays first base. Daisy's been pitching super well and has had a couple homers tonight. She pretty much showed you why she should be in the conversation. A 2.13 whip and a 4.74 ERA. She'll start for the West. Then for Daisy, the last pick, Funky Kong. I mean, he's hit so many RBIs. I mean, that was an obvious pick. The Funky Kong, the funky connection there. He has been getting it on and has had so many RBIs this year. A key part of their team, key part of the league. One of the best players, deserved to be at the catcher spot. So I've pretty much covered everybody there except for a couple. And I see out there we've got, from the last game, as well as for the Bowser Monsters, it's Blue Toad. Blue Toad has hit some bombs for both teams, honestly. And so he gets the connection there. And then, of course, Mario, who put up a nice effort there in a pitching effort. Has been a very solid pitcher in the face of the Mario Fireballs. Yes, he definitely earned his all-star selection. And really, you know, I think that there could have been an argument for a lot of the Mario Fireballs players, but a lot of them kind of they split each other's votes up, you know. So that's why it only ended up being 2 there. But hey, still not bad. So again, once again, everybody in some way or another had a copy of a player or a player that made it to the All-Star game. Congratulations to every team, and congratulations to all the All-Star selections based on your votes, and hopefully we'll be back around next year if you want to vote for it. We will have a chance again, folks, to vote for the end of the year, the end of season awards, including the MVPs, Comeback Player of the Year, Defensive Player, all those sorts of things, and you'll have nominees for that one as well. Folks, got 3 more games. I've still got baseball to give you. It's Luigi at Diddy. Big matchup. 2 5-5 teams coming up when we come back. Welcome back to the Triple SL, folks. It is game number 4. I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. You've been waiting for a little while. Let's get right into the lineup for Luigi versus Diddy. Two 5-5 teams. Somebody's going to gain the edge over the other in a huge battle for the playoffs. Starting with the Luigi Knights. Not much changing for them. It's Darkbones starting his 4th game of the season. Been doing pretty well for this team. I want to say among the league leaders as well in this category. Solid in a lot of different areas, but particularly in hitting. He is averaging like crazy for this team. Should be interesting to see if he can help them on the mound. Dark Bones in 16 2/3, only with a 5.46 ERA. Everybody else the same for them, though, as we head over to the Diddy Monkeys lineup. Diddy Monkeys really looking for a time to get things turned around. They were 4-0 to start the season, and they have gone just 1-5. 1-5 since then, and lost a lot of different games to different teams. Last time that they won, they ended up beating Wario in game day number 9 in a close one, 5-4, but otherwise have just been losing games to Bowser, pretty much everybody. They need some help. King Boo's back on the mound. Maybe he can deliver it. They've got a pretty decent combo and tandem with those two, but still, and team ERA of 5.33, that's not too bad, but hopefully they can pick it up in the hitting department a little bit, and that pushes them over the line. But as far as King Boo, this is going to be, I want to say, another start for him, but this is going to be the 11th game he's played in. He's got a 6.66. Spooky ERA. That's kind of unique. Well, hey, look, I'm not going to keep waiting any longer. We know the stakes. We know how important this is. Both these teams desperately would like to beat the other. They need it if they want to make the playoffs. They don't want anybody challenging from behind. One's going to get to 6-5. One's going to be 5-6 at the All-Star break. Let's get it on here. Congrats to the All-Star selections for both these teams. It was Dark Bones, and then I want to say for the East, it ended up being for them, it was Hammer Bro. That's right. Very important for them. So again, congrats to the All-Star selections. Here we go. Game number 4. It's Luigi to bat first here on the road. Game on. Good luck. Good luck to both these teams. Luigi will start it off with a nice single for him. Big one there. Luigi coming into this game, only 357, 16th hit of the year through 42 at-bats. Has been the leadoff hitter for most of the season. And would you guess what? Dark Bones batting 750 is going to be batting more than 750. 28th hit of the year is just so goddamn consistent. It's almost unbelievable. Almost unbelievable how consistent Dark Bones is. Luigi Knights, they have gone from 4-2 to 5-5. And they have a double play there that clears some of the bases, only leaves Dark Bones. Unfortunate for them in trying to score here in the top of the first. Here's Green Magic Koopa. 20 for 34, very solid 588 for this team with 4 RBI. It will not be another one, though. That is out. So unable to capitalize on the runners on first and second with nobody out. We head to the bottom of the first for the Diddy Monkeys, really trying to turn their second quarter of the season around. It has been a bit of a nightmare for them. But the nightmare is here in King Boo. King Boo is going to be one of their best power hitters, and this is swung on the ground, and it will get down for a base hit if he gets there in time. It's a decent leadoff single, and it's his 21st hit of the year. His 5 home runs tied with his teammate, Green Hammer Bro. Red Koopa. A very solid Koopa, honestly, 487, and it's his 20th hit of the year. And so same situation, runners on first and second with nobody out here this time for the Diddy Monkeys. And Dave, one of the better hitting me's, well, at least he's had a home run. I got to take that back. He's 11 for 38 besides that, 289. One of the worst hitting me's in the league. At least he has a home run. Really needs to find something here. It'll be a good time to get it. On the ground, though, it's going to be the 4.63. Dave struggling when it comes to getting anything done as only 2 RBIs. Now brings up Green Hammer Bro, though, in a good spot. Maybe they can take the lead here early. Get the first score of the game. Runner on third. It's King Boo, and now here's Green Hammer Bro down 0-1. 5 home runs. All-star selection for the East. This is going to get in the gap. Add another RBI. They have the opening run of the game. 1-0. His 13th RBI of the year. Brings home King Boo. Those two have been bringing in the runs for their team this season. One helping the other, and it's 1-0. Here is Yellow Yoshi. Take strike 1. Lined out, that's the third. Yellow Yoshi has not been doing amazing for this team. Only 13 for 34 with 1 double, 1 RBI. and does not add anything there, but they have the lead. That's what matters. 1-0 here at home. The win is really all that matters here, folks. The run differential, these two teams are tied at -2 in run differential. Funny enough, so they've both allowed 2 more runs than they've scored this season. But somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to get that maybe into the positive column today. It's 1-0 here. Firebro with the leadoff single here in the top of the second. Green Shy Guy, unfortunately, is going to squander that with a double play. Unfortunate there for the Luigi Knights, who also feel like they've had a little bit of their own share of heartbreak. One of the teams with the least amount of home runs hit, only 4. And 3 of those are Firebros. Here is Green Critter. Has not had a home run this year for this team. The other Green Critter, I think, has had 7 for the Burrowbows, but maybe it's his time. It might be. Will it get robbed at the wall? It will. Oh, Green Critter. Green Critter. Oh, that's heartbreaking again. Luigi Knights, they've had some chances this year, and they get another one robbed this time by Diddy Kong. No score for them as we head to the bottom of the second. Diddy Monkeys trying to keep the lead. Defense helping them out. That is for sure. Blue Yoshi. Sorry, folks. I had to close the window. Blue Yoshi not helping. Brings up Tiny Kong, who really is a surprising player. Has been doing fairly well. I mean, if we go to our stats, as she hits this one on the ground, almost gets that fair. We'll get there in time. Close play. But Green Magic Koopa does get her out. Tiny Kong batting 15 for 37, just under 500. 6 RBIs. I mean, what more could you ask? That's pretty solid coming from her. I think that she has definitely done well. Diddy Kong gets on base himself. He's averaging 563, one of the best averages from any captain in the league this year. I think even next to Bowser. That's going to add on to it. He's got a single with 2 out. Next one says, watching my Knights and the Denver Nuggets at the same time. How the Nuggets doing? You have to remind me. I don't keep up with NBA as much as I feel like I should, especially now in this time of year. Let me see. I'm going to check that score. As here comes King Boo, big time. Oh, they're down, but they're up in the series against the Timberwolves, down by 19. That's a great series, too. God, I can't believe I haven't been tuning in that one. Line drive. King Boo, unfortunate, has hit it in that same spot twice. Cannot help out. Low-scoring game this time. It's 1-0. Diddy Monkeys trying to get the win and a huge tiebreaker advantage over the Luigi Knights. Meanwhile, the Knights themselves have been on a bit of a skid, too. That one gets down. They did get a huge victory, though, against the Mora Fireballs. That one cannot be understated. A 6-0 shutout. Team's second shutout of the year. That was huge. I think that makes Dark Bones the 3rd star of game week number 10. Nice play there. I needed one more star for game week number 10, you know. That's helpful. Strike 1 here on Luigi. Takes a swing at this one. It's going to get down the gap. Should be extra bases potentially for Green Toad. He gets to 3rd. Runners on the corners. Opportunity here for the Knights to tie the game. Oh, it was a tandem effort. It was Firebro and Luigi. Big shot from Dark Bones. Left center field. It is. Oh, it's robbed at the wall. But Green Toad, thanks to the sac fly from Dark Bones, will tie the game 1-1. Big shot there. You heard the rumble from the barrel. But just getting that is Dixie Kong. But the sac fly, it's good enough for a run. It's good enough for a tie game. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd for Mitch. On the ground, in the gap. Grabbed by Yellow Yoshi. Will he get it in time? He will. Nice play. That is the end of the inning. Sac fly from Dark Bones. Could have been a homer, but they have been good out there in left center field. We are tied at 1 heading into the bottom of the 3rd. So, yeah, it was Firebro and Luigi in a joint effort. A joint effort that got them the shutout last week. So I might put Firebro there. Might put Firebro in the honorable mention from last week. 5 2/3. Me writing down notes, folks. I need to write down notes for this one. Dave! Could he take the lead? It is! Oh, it's gone! It hits the torch! It hits a torch. We'll have to take a look at the replay. But Dave takes the lead for his team. That's the benefit of home field advantage. It hits the torch, arguably in foul territory, but it counts. It's a homer, and it's 2-1. Darkbones is done for the day, unfortunately, after that. And I'd be mad, too. That's not even fair, but in this ballpark it is. And now Green Hammer Bro for back-to-back. He'll have it. Gone. Back-to-back home runs has cracked this game open for the Diddy Monkeys in a crucial matchup. Unbelievable stuff. That one, that's fair. That one is a bomb right there in right center. 3-1 as he twirls around. Big stuff there from two of the best hitters in the league, and all-star selections for a good reason. Yellow Yoshi's going to keep the inning going with a one out here for the Diddy Monkeys. How about that? So both those guys now have 6 home runs. Or, well, no, I think that is what? Who is that first home run? That was Dave's. That might be Dave's second home run of the year. That's a big one for Dave. It's his second home run of the year. Impressive stuff from him. He's had a rough season, too, so what a time to find a home run. On the ground, though, 4-6-3 will end the inning. Dave and Green Hammer Bro find homers here in the bottom of the third, and they have the lead again here at home. Luigi Knights, though, they got a good section to respond, including Firehammer Bro for them. He's got 3 this year. Probably should have had a lot more than that, but defenses have been very good against Luigi Knights, unfortunately. It's just been rough for them. This ball, though, could it be his 4th? It will be! Firehammer Bro takes the game back. We are tied at 3, just like that. What a bomb. No doubter. Almost hitting Donkey Kong on his teeth. 3-3. We got a ball game here, folks. 2 teams that are at 500 trying to get the win over the other. Could be so important at the end of the season, this game is. And look at that. Home runs are showing up. Green Shy Guy swings and misses. That's the end of the day for King Boo. Huge, huge homer. Absolutely massive homer there. God, I cannot understate that. Fire Bro with his 4th of the year. Means his 12th RBI. Green Critter, though, he has not had a homer. Almost had one earlier. He's going to get aboard, though. So 1 on with 1 out in a tie ball game here for the Luigi Knights. They are trying to turn their fortune here in this season. Started off 4-2, dropped down to 4-5. Won last week. Bunt here from Green Toad goes foul. Don't hate this bunt in a close situation trying to advance the runner, but now you have to swing, and swing he does. What a placed hit by Green Toad. Gets him aboard with 2 out, or with 1 out. So runners on first and second, unbelievable. Now Green Paratroopa is going to try to bunt and advance the batters here in a tie game. The 0-1. Bunts it foul, is going to have to swing. The 0-2 trying to pick off one to get the second out, not going to happen. Well, did he use a star pitch? No, he won't, but he'll still strike him out. Still strike him out looking, caught the right edge, and they're down to their last out in this section of the inning with Luigi up at the plate, who's batting .357, got a big one earlier, could advance the runners here and make it bases loaded for Darkbones. He will not. Would have been good for them. They could have taken the lead on that, but it doesn't matter. Firehammer Bro has a 2-run shot. They tie the game here at 3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th with all the Kongs, the Kong family, due up. Wow, what a game we could have here, folks. Big, big home run for Firehammer Bro, and I'm sure Mitch has got to be very happy that finally his team is finding some homers. Tiny Kong with a nice hit to right center field for a single. She's going to get on for Diddy, who's been batting well. Tornado pitch here. It says lined out, bad double play, bad, bad, bad. Tiny Kong is not even going to get back to the base. She didn't even turn back the opposite direction. So 2 out here for Dixie Kong. Bottom of the 4th could be a quick one here. That would be great for the Luigi Knights, who's shown they have some great defense too. Gets in the gap though. Nice job by Dixie Kong to keep the inning alive. Luigi Knights have a 4.75 batting average compared to the Diddy Monkeys 4.63, but they are 3rd in team ERA at 5.25 and 3rd in opponent batting average at 4.13. That's a testament to the pitching and the defense. And King Boo, only 1 for 3, has really struggled in this ball game to get any balls lifted up into the air. 3-3, tie game here in game number 4. 2 more games left tonight. Going to be some good ones to finish out the first half of the season. Remember, folks, tomorrow, be there or be square here on YouTube and Twitch. It's All-Star Night. All-Star Night, we'll catch up with some owners, recap the first half of the season, some storylines heading into the second half of the season. And the All-Star game, we announced the All-Star teams earlier after game number 3. If you want to go back on YouTube, this is the easiest way to do it. Go back and take a look at those All-Star rosters. This is the 6-4-3. That's 2 out. Also thinking here soon, because we have a nice little section of you who have been interacting with us this season, I want to open up our Discord, at least a section of our Discord for you. Going to have to figure out how I do that. What's the best way for me to do that? But I would like to keep in contact with all you fine people who have been fans of our teams this year. That is going to be a line out for the 3rd, so they get out of the inning here. Top of the 5th is scoreless for the Luigi Knights. Bottom of the 5th coming up in a tie ball game. But yeah, we've had some of you regulars come in here that have been supporting us that I would love to make sure we let you know when we're streaming and give you a chance to interact with the league. So that's going to come up in the second half as well this season. I will get that set up. We got this next week to do that. And hopefully some more game highlights. I'm behind. I'm very behind for sure. So I'll get those 1-hour cuts done. I'm almost done with week number 5. It just takes time, man. I got to watch these games so many times, you know. I will have watched the games 3 times. So I've commentated 60 games coming into the first half of the season. I will have watched the games 3 times total. Once live, once to score, and once to edit. So it's crazy shit, man, you know. Green Hammer Bro had a shot earlier. That ball, like, it was flying, and it looked so good, and then it just nosedived to the ground. Green Hammer Bro had a shot earlier, which gave this team the lead, but then it was Fire Bro who gave them a tie game here in the top of the 6th now. This is a deep ball. Watch out for the flower. Could allow Fire Bro to get there. It will not. Nice job, Tiny Kong. She must have a little bit of the buff, maybe, to prevent that from affecting her, especially in this ballpark. So Fire Bro is caught out, and now there's Green Shy Guy caught out here in the top of the 6th. Tight ball game. Huge in the context of the season, folks. Strap in, lock it down, put your seatbelt on. We are going for a ride. Green Critter swings and misses on strike 1 there. Diddy so far as the relief pitcher has been doing very well. King Boo struggled right off the rip, letting up a couple homers. The 0-2. Straight. Oh, it's off the nose of Yoshi. Off the nose of Blue Yoshi, who's had a couple of those happen this year. So Green Critter's aboard on an error. That will be it for Diddy Kong. Wow, I'm a little surprised by that. Dave is coming in trying to finish this off and get the save, or really just get the win in this tie game. Top of the 6th. It will be over the head of Yellow Yoshi. Watch out here. Runners on 1st and 2nd. In a tie game for Green Paratroopa. If you get him a single, this could be dangerous. This is going to get, oh no, just grabbed by King Boo. Could be a game saver for them. Grab that. It didn't hit the ground. As you can see there in the replay, 16 of you are joining us in a critical matchup. 2 5-5 teams. Both of them have hit home runs in this game to tie the other. It's tied in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 1 here on Yellow Yoshi. Feels like he's had some tries at it. Yellow Yoshi, will I get down? It will. Leadoff single for him. Bottom of the 6th. Can the Diddy Monkeys get one potentially here? Dave hit a homer. Then Green Hammer Bro hit a homer. And look at this. Blue Yoshi's going to have another one. Yellow Yoshi's going to get to third. There's nobody out here with runners on the corners. Could be huge for the Diddy Monkey season here with Tiny Kong, who's hit a couple dingers today. She could give them the lead here in a big moment. Strike one on her. Can Luigi pitch him out of this? Such a difficult position. Swings on this one. It will not get down. Not get down. Big catch. Huge grab by Mitch in center field with the foul ball coming. That could potentially save this game for them. What play will be the play that wins the game for either one of these teams? Ball one on Diddy. He's had some good hits. And it'll get down. Diddy is going to give his team the lead. 4-3. Diddy's single, baby. Could be the winner. Diddy Kong and his team try to go to 6-5 and take a huge step, a leap over the other team in this game. It is Dixie Kong with one out. Dixie Kong in our fourth game of the night. Still got two more good ones coming up. And the bases are loaded again. Bases are loaded again here. A big spot for King Boo, who could close the game out. King Boo has got 5 this year. Star swing. It will be caught in the outfield. Blue Yoshi's going for home. He will be safe at the plate just in time. It's a 2-run game. 5-3. King Boo's star swing didn't work out. He struggled today. He's 1 for 4. Red Koopa will get it down. 6-3. Red Koopa with an RBI. How do you like that? Only his third of the year. But what a time to get it. What a time to get an RBI. Luigi getting tired. He's just got to get one out, but Dave hit a homer earlier. Still got 2 games left. Yoshi at Bowser Jr. That is coming up right after this one. And Bowser at Birdo is the nightcap. Should be a great one for those of you that want to stick around. And we got a good one here. After a deadlocked game, when we were in the 4th inning, the Diddy Monkeys have a huge 3-run inning. Everybody contributing there. Now the Luigi Knights could lose another heartbreaker and drop to 5-6. And Luigi's not helping. Quick line out for them. The Diddy Monkeys could win this one at home, turn their season back around. They have swerved off the road. Could they be swerving back onto the road to the playoffs? Dark Bones is going to try and keep this team alive. He has put this team on his back at so many moments this year. Hit the triple against Wario that helped them win that game. I mean, point blank period was the reason they won that game at Wario City, and he does it again. Now Mitch has a big drive deep to right field. Will it get gone to get it close? It is gone! Gone! Mitch hits a homer in an unbelievable moment to make it a 1-run game. The hope is alive. The hope is alive for Luigi here in the jungle. Now you got Green Magic Koopa with the bases empty. Can you get him on? Swing on. It's fair. Green Magic Koopa's on. Top of the 7th with a 1-run game for Firehammer Bro, who has 4 home runs. He had one earlier. This ball is swung on. You're going to get to the wall. It will get down. Green Magic Koopa's going to turn for third. No, he stays at second. And so we have runners on first and second with 1 out. Holy cow, what's going on here? Green Shy Guy has not been doing amazing this game, but you never know who could be the hero. Dave, can he get him out of this? If he grounds into a double play, it could be over. This is in the gap. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. In a 1-run game for Green Critter. He's not had a home run all year, but this could be a great time for it. Holy cow, what a game. Both 5-5. Star swing in the gap. They're going to tie this game. Watch as they turn around. Play for the plate. Watch out. It's a tie game. He is out at the plate. Out at the plate to win, to take the winning run. Take another look at this. Green Critter with the star swing. Gets the tie game. Firehammer Bro goes for home. Risks it all. And he gets caught out and there's 2 out. Oh my goodness. Can you believe what's going on here? Now you got Green Toad. Green Toad has had some dingers this year. If he can hit one, he'll give his team the lead heading into the bottom of the 7th. Otherwise, we might need extras. It's down! Green Toad gives him the lead, 7-6. What an unbelievable turn of events. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th for the Diddy Monkeys. Thought it could have been over with a couple of homers. But look at this. The Luigi Knights are trying to win this game. I'm going to lose my voice at this rate. It is caught, but that's all they needed. They needed 4 to take the lead, and they got it. A shot from Mitch to right field made it a 1-run game. Then Green Critter tied it, and now Green Toad could have the game-winning RBI. But hold on a minute. Green Hammer Bro had a homer earlier. Bottom of the 7th. This ball swung on, and it's deep, but it's foul. He pulled it foul. He really wants this one. Trying to tie. He has 6 homers this year. The 0-1 is taken for a strike. That's straight down the middle. Uh-oh. Swung on. It's grabbed. Oh, I think that's a huge mistake. Ball right down the middle, and Green Hammer Bro doesn't swing. I don't know what the hesitation was, but that was not the time to hesitate, and the Diddy Monkeys could be losing a heartbreaker here. But the Luigi Knights are happy about it. They're down to their last out. The Diddy Monkeys look like they had this game potentially wrapped up with a huge 6th inning. All of a sudden, they're 1 out away from losing. The first pitch for Blue Yoshi's in the gap. It's not over yet. Not over yet. And here comes Tiny Kong. Tiny Kong has had some opportunities. She had some great hits today. Is going to need another one. Take strike 1. Good pitch, Luigi. This ball swung on. It is over the head of Green Critter. Hold on a minute. Blue Yoshi's going to third. And there's a runner on third in a 1-run game with Diddy Kong at the plate, who has been so good today as well as had a couple of hits. He could tie the game with a single. The first pitch, taken for a strike. Biggest at-bat of the season for both teams. Swung on, jammed on, got him. That's the game. Jammed in on inside. What a pitch. And the comeback from the Knights. They win this game by 1 run. Unbelievable game that was. One of the best of the season by far. 7-6 the final. Luigi Knights are 6-5. Woo-wee. Holy shit, folks. What a game. Unbelievable. 6-3. The Diddy Monkeys had 6-3. And just like that, snatched from the hands of victory into the Luigi Knights' hands. Holy cow. Luigi Knights just find ways to win games. I don't know what to tell you. They've lost some games. They lost some close ones. But this is another example of the Luigi Knights gritting out a game. And we're going to look back on this one, folks. We're going to look back on this one at the end of the season if the Knights make the playoffs now and say that was the game. That was the game that they won that turned their season around. Huge win. Congrats to Mitch, who also had the 2-run home run that brought them that victory. Brutal loss for the Diddy Monkeys. Started the season 4-0. After that point, in the last 7 games, they are 1-6. 1-6. Brutal. Absolutely brutal stuff from the Diddy Monkeys. What do? I don't know what to do. This is a rough stretch. Arsenus Mage saying, man, that's a crazy one to pick to eat dinner on. Yeah, make sure you chew and swallow after that one because I'm out of breath too. And guess what? 2 more games. 2 more games after that. Can you believe it? Yoshi at Bowser Jr. in the playroom is coming up in a moment. Get a drink. I need a drink. Welcome back to the Triple SL game number 5. Caden's in here hoping his Bowser Jr. rookies, who have talking about some people that have been going that way. Bowser Jr. and the rookies are going that way right now. They started the season, I want to say like 1-2, 1-3, and they are now 6-4. They are in a playoff spot. They have turned this thing around, and they face the Yoshi Eggs, who are desperate and hoping that they can turn this around. We saw flashes from them. They won 3 in a row, so close to winning a couple of games, including one against DK that they probably should have gotten. But now their season is on a bit of a knife edge. They could really use this one. When it looks to the standings and everything we're looking at, if they get this one, they would get themselves to 4-7. They could tie the Waluigi Spitballs, maybe the Bowser Monsters if they don't win against Birdo, and be right back just a game outside from Diddy, who I want to say Yoshi beat earlier this year. That could be huge for them. But if they don't win this one, the path back is looking difficult. They lost to Diddy, so that makes it even a little bit more difficult for them to come back. So they just need, they need a win, period, here. This is big, big, big. And meanwhile, for the Bowser Jr. rookies, need a win is not really the same thing. They're 4-1 at home, but they could put themselves in a nice, comfortable spot after this game to go in 7-4, and they could tie some other teams in the league. And teams that we wouldn't have thought they would be tied with. They would go back to being tied with the Mario Fireballs, who won in a big way tonight. Mario Fireballs, by the way, hit 117 runs for. Daisy Flowers are second with 105. With still a couple games left tonight. Crazy stuff. But yeah, not going to keep you waiting. Here we go. 5th game of the night. We started off first for the Yoshi Eggs. Eli pitching again tonight. How could you blame him? All-star selection for this team. It is a no-brainer that Eli should be on the mound in a big game like this. His second straight start, and he's had a couple complete games this year. So, yeah, it is pretty much done and dusted. In the last game, pitched 5 1/3, only allowed 4. Otherwise, the 2 games before that he pitched, then he only allowed 2 runs in 2 complete games. Easy start for them. Bowser Jr. rookies have an easy start in Bowser Jr., his second straight game as well. Or no, it's not his second straight game because Goomba, the second star, I would say, of last week. Unofficial, but written on this receipt, this Hy-Vee receipt right here, I have him as a second star last week. Complete game with 0 earned runs. They did allow 2 in that game, but those were on an error. So a great win for them. A 6-2 win, I want to say, was over Peach. So, yeah, Goomba played really well in his first start. So, yeah, Bowser Jr. stepping back in. A little bit of pressure on him to match his teammate. But that's who we've got. 5th game of the night, folks. This one and one more will be Bowser and Birdo at the Yoshi Park, where Birdo is undefeated at home. That'll be a good one to end it, but this is a good one in our 5th game of the night. It is Yoshi to bat first. So you see Bowser Jr. starting. Here we go. Good luck to Caden and good luck to Eli, both who were in our chat earlier tonight. And thanks to everybody who's been in our chat tonight. Honestly, what a great night of baseball. I mean, holy cow, another good one. Some really interesting back and forths, and we still have a big game. Could be real high scoring in that Bowser and Birdo matchup, and this is going to be a good one. Games in the playroom, folks, they end close. They are interesting, and like I said, this is Bowser Jr. 4-1 in this ballpark this year, only losing to Daisy on a walk-off. I think that was Blue Dry Bones that walked it off. This is Red Critter, who has been showing up for this team too, especially as of late. He has 4 of the team's 5 home runs. How about 5 for 6 at the wall? It is robbed by Caden. Close. Would have been close at the top of that wall. Much harder to hit homers in this stadium. But Red Critter robbed here in the opening inning. Still got runners on first and second, though. It's not all for naught. You do have Red Pianta stepping up to the plate, who unfortunately has not found any home runs. For some reason, Red Pianta for this team just has not decided to swing for the fences. But here's Yoshi. That's right, Red Pianta already hit. My bad. But yeah, another single for Red Pianta, right? It's like 22nd single of the year. Yoshi does not have a home run, one of the worst hitters in the league, period. And guess what? 6'4". I don't know what it's going to take for Yoshi, man. Well, I mean, you got Yoshi's of different colors batting better than this fool. He's the captain of the team. He can't find anything, and his team's 3-7, and his team's got no runs right here through 1. Brutal stuff. Rest of this lineup is really not doing too bad. I mean, the outfield for Baby Daisy, Mario, and Luigi have gotten a little bit better. They've gotten some hits here and there. Baby Luigi's batting .367. That's not too bad. Caden gets aboard. You know, Red Paratroopa's been struggling. That's probably the tough one, but I don't know. You still got some ball players on here, and Eli, to his credit, is doing everything possible trying to pull his team to victory. And then on the mound, I mean, Eli's literally trying to do everything. No wonder why he was voted an all-star. He's the team. So there's no two ways about it. That man is the team right now for this Yoshi Egg side. Bowser Jr. here with nobody out. It's down, but watch out. This is going to be 2, maybe 3. Oh, no, it's safe. So just the 1 at second. I thought he would have grabbed that even with the boo item. But you got runners on the corners with 1 out for Green Hammer Bro. Dun, dun, dun. Green Hammer Bro for this team has 9 home runs. Added a couple last time. And boy, does he love this ballpark. Somehow in Fenway Park with the tall walls, he still hits bombs. But they're there at the wall. And she rubbed it, preventing Green Hammer Bro from getting the homer, but it's a sac fly nonetheless. He still adds another RBI, his 19th of the year on the sac fly. Gets Caden home, and they take the first score. Great Rob, though. Huge defensive play. That's a 2-run difference for them. And there's 2 out. Got Blue Magic Koopa up at the plate, 16 for 35. The Magic Koopas for this team have been so-so at the mound. But the plate, they've been not bad. But Bowser Jr.'s in a pickle. What'd he do? He is out. Bowser Jr. get caught in a pickle, trying to turn for third, and they only get the 1. Don't know if it would advance much far beyond that, but maybe not get caught out in a pickle would be good, Mr. Captain. Top of the second here. Here's Bowser Jr. again. As far as his ERA goes this year, he's been a bit up and down. He's going to allow a single there to Red Paratroopa. He has a 3.87, though. Very solid. He was a little bit up here start season, and now he's brought it back down to a good level. One of the best in the league with 34 1/3 pitched. Rest of his team, though, I tell you what, there ain't another pitcher on this team. Next closest is Blue Magic Koopa, who has an 8.51 through 12. Green Magic Koopa has a 12 ERA. Caden's got a 21 ERA. It's Bowser Jr. or bust for this team when it comes to their bullpen. And that's going to get at least the runners advance. I almost thought they'd get past Blue Magic Koopa. He does make a nice out. We got runners on second and third for Baby Mario. This is good for him. This is the type of spot that you need Baby Mario to be in. Just need a single. And guess what? He just got a single, but unfortunately, Paratroopa doesn't run on Baby Mario's single. So Baby Luigi is going to have to be the one to get Red Paratroopa home to tie the game. And he will. Mistake by Blue Magic Koopa. I'm not going to get that. And now a mistake there in center. 2-1, they take the lead. Take another look at this. Completely out of position. Totally messed that up for Blue Magic Koopa. I think I'm going to call that an error. But I think Red Shy Guy getting home, not an error. That's just aware base running. And so it is a 2-run game. 2-1 game. And maybe now it's a 2-run game as Baby Daisy will add on a run. I predicted the 2-run game. Did you catch that? Nice job, Baby Daisy. Boy, oh boy. Everybody on this Yoshi Egg side is starting to contribute. And they still got Red Pianta and Red Critter left up. They could blow a hole open in this team. Once again, Red Pianta is just never wanting to bring the bat further than 90 degrees. But he doesn't need to. He's got a single. Somehow, Red Pianta is the dry bones of this team. I don't get it. Red Pianta is literally dry bones. I don't get it, man. Green Magic Koopa's coming in. Bowser Jr.'s donezo, and that is not good. Green Magic Koopa, 12.59 ERA, has not been pitching well. I mean, he's pitched in 9 games. He hasn't even made it through 9 innings. And he's not going to make it through this one. If this gets gone, it is grabbed by Caden at the wall. Nice rob, but Baby Luigi's going home. Not there in time. Nice sack fly, 4-1. That could have been it already. Holy cow. That was so close, but just getting in time. Wonderful play by Caden. Great play by Caden. Here is Yoshi. And this will get down. Gets down. Yoshi. Baby Daisy going for home. Play at the plate. And she's safe. 5-1. She got the RBI. Now she'll get home too. And they have a 4-run lead on the road with one of the better home teams in the league. Big stuff for the Eggs trying to keep their season alive for sure. I already told you about how important this was. Eggs have been losing to everybody. They've won against the Knights, the Bowser Monsters, and the Waluigi Spitballs, rather. And now they're on a good track. Lines it out, though. It ends the inning. Bowser Jr. rookies came into this game 4-1 at home, losing only to the Daisy Flowers in extra innings. And now they are under threat of losing their second game of the year here at home. It's 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the second here for Green Toad, the hero, Goomba, and the Koopa. And Green Toad will start us off with a base hit. Green Toad, not too bad. He's only pitched in one game this year, but as far as his hitting goes, he's got one home run in his 17th hit. Goomba on inside, but what a way to sit on that one. Baby Daisy gets it down. Look at Goomba. Goomba's showing up here. We got 2 on with nobody out for Green Koopa. Worst part of the order is turning in some hits here, which could bode well for the better part of the order. Green Koopa is one of the worst batters in the league, is only 7 for 35, and he could turn into a triple play. He makes it a double. Green Koopa, inning killer, potentially. Green Drybones, though, he's 20 for 33. We know how good these guys are. They are hitting machines, but will they do it again here? It is a line drive. Unfortunate. Red Critter is responsible for all 3 of those outs. They wiped the plate clean. They had 2 on with nobody out, and they have nothing to show for it. 5-1 here for the Yoshi Eggs. Good spot for them here in the top of the third. This is Red Shy Guy, and the Shy Guys, even for this team, have been kind of doing better. His 11th hit of the year, batting .313, 2 RBI. Green Magic Koopa is getting tired. Whoop-de-doo. What a shock. Green Magic Koopa has just not been good, man. Green Magic Koopa is a transitional pitcher at best, unfortunately, for the Bowser Jr. rookies. I wish I could tell Caden something better. That's going to get down fair for Eli. Fair for Eli, and that's a single. And Eli continuing to be one of the best me's. I think one of the best me's and one of the best players in the league, period. It doesn't even have to be best me's. I think that's a qualifier that we can begin to remove because he's just doing it all. He is doing it all. Really, the Shohei Ohtani of this league, and I know we called King Boo Shohei Bootani earlier, but nah, man. Eli's the man right now. Eli's the man. Grab by triple play. What a triple play. Line drive by baby Luigi to Green Drybones to third. He stumps on the bag, flings that one to second, and that's a big triple play. Maybe to save the game. I mean, we could be talking about a game saver there. Because if they get anybody aboard, if base is loaded, nobody out, it's 6-1, and it could get out of hand. But, man, do they save it there with their defense. Bowser Jr. rookies trying not to lose one to a team that they maybe shouldn't lose to. And Green Magic Koopa's going to pull this one to right center deep. He's going to have a double here with 1 out. Baby Luigi's got to get that in before it turns into a triple, and he does. Here is Bowser Jr. 17 for 39, batting .436, no homers. He's got 4 doubles, 4 RBI, and that is not going to be a double. That double is a double play. And just like that, he squanders their opportunity in the bottom of the third, top of the fourth coming up for the team in the lead. CJ Willis says, Greenbow says, I don't want to be in this inning anymore, triple play. Yeah, pretty much. He's just like, yep, whatever. Arceus Mage earlier said, Green Koopa, thief of dreams, walking away from the plate. That is for sure. He has been a thief of dreams. But this team's still 6-4. But they're on their way to being 6-5. They need some help. They need to call somebody. They got Blue Magic Koopa now, the third pitcher of the night at the plate. And what did I tell you? These Magic Koopas, as much as they were advertised as good pitchers for this team, they have not been. Deep at the wall for Red Pianta, just a single. This is Red Critter, who was nearly a grand slam away from closing this game out. Deep ball to left center field again. It's high. It is fair. It gets down. It's a single. Must have gotten off the wall. And so runners on first and second for Yoshi. Again, Yoshi, not great. Worse, just as bad as Green Koopa. I mean, that is a crazy sentence to have to say. But he's going to ground and do another double play. 5-3. Green Dry Bones is responsible for basically 5 of the last 6 outs. Big stuff. He was an all-star selection along with the Peach Monarchs, Green Dry Bones. He's earning it right now, man. They're both equally deserving of it. Green Hammer, bro, unfortunately, as much as he's been really good this season for them with 9 home runs, a little bit empty. He got robbed earlier, and that's just a standard 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Here in the bottom of the 4th, folks, we got one more game tonight. Bowser Monsters at Berto Bows. And then that'll be a wrap on the first half of the season. We got the second half coming up. All-Star game tomorrow night. I got to remind you to be here or be square. I'll make sure I put a schedule. I'll put a thumbnail up, hopefully by tomorrow afternoon. So that you can remember that. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Ring that bell, baby. Ring that notification bell. Will Green Toad be ringing a home run bell here? No. It's a good try, but it's at the warning track. 2 out here. CJ Willis says Yoshi not making it to first with his speed on that inning-ending double play is a disgrace. Yeah, it is. I mean, just not good enough. Goomba lines it out. That's 3. And that is us headed to the top of the 5th. Boy, nothing here for the Bowser Jr. rookies. They have been getting locked down. Not even Green Hammer Bro can do anything for him right now. Defense for the Yoshi Eggs has been solid. Like I said, this team wins defensive games. I mean, this team, let's take a look at the games in which the Yoshi Eggs have won. They beat Luigi Knights 4-2. I want to say they beat the Bowser Monsters 4-2. And then they beat the Waluigi Spitballs 8-1. Let me go back to that league schedule. Let me confirm that for you. But yeah, if we go back, yeah, they beat the Bowser Monsters 4-2. They win a lot of these defensive games. That's what they need. Double play 6-4-3 gets 2 away. But the other game they won against Luigi earlier in the year, that was their, I want to say, first win of the year. No, their first win of the year would have been, it's off the head of Green Toad. That's going to stay fair. Eli gets aboard, probably with an error. It was 3-0. It was a shutout 3-0. It was their second win of the year. They beat they beat the Monsters. I think that was their first win finally. They finally got their first win in game week 6. They turned around and won 3 in a row, of course. So, yeah, they win these ball games. I like their chances here in the top of the 5th, up 4. Tristan Arsonist Mage saying, Christ, that Bowser game, nobody but the big man showed up for that game. I know. You know, you have to field a team of 9 if you want to play baseball, but fuck, nobody else showed up for that team, brother. Nobody. That was ugly. That was ugly for them. Line drive, that's going to be the end of it. End of the top of the 5th. A couple runners on there, but they can't do anything with it. Lots of outs here, no scoring. We scored all of our runs in the first 2 innings, but you never know. There's more time. Bottom of the 5th. Bowser Jr. rookies love to play extra innings games here. I wouldn't count them out of it. Green Koopa, unfortunately. Oh, it's an error. Green Koopa's going to get aboard. Green Koopa gets aboard on an error. He's at second. Holy cow. Baby Mario. White Dynamite says, pump for Discord. Yes, it's more than overdue. I apologize for not letting y'all in on the Discord. It was initially private just with our owners, but I want to set it up to where we let some of the fans in because we've had, with how successful this has been and how people, you know, buy ones here and there, we probably got 10 or 12 of you at least that show up every time. So I want to make sure you get in the Discord and you get a chance to interact with some of our owners, man. Tagged out. Double play. Double play. That's a unique 6-5-3 double play. That is the end of the 5th. Bowser Jr., man, where are they at? Anybody seen the Bowser Jr. rookies? Because I have not seen them show up today. I don't know what to tell you. Top of the 6th here. Bowser Jr. rookies are under threat of losing their second game at home. Only the second. They'd be 4-2. Baby Daisy, nothing for her. One more game, folks. I expect it to be an electric one. Bowser Monsters and the Berto Bows. If everybody shows up tonight for those teams, they're going to be hitting home runs all night long. All night. All night long. All night. All night long. 2 outs here for Red Critter. Nothing here in the top of the sixth. It's been like outs like this, and that. But Red Critter, this is deep to center field. Watch out. It could get gone when they get there in time. It is grabbed by Caden. What a rob. I really thought for a second there that one was going to get gone for Red Critter. He's gotten robbed twice tonight at the wall. Nothing to show for it here for the Yoshi Eggs. Bottom of the sixth coming up. We have not scored a lot here. Caden says, wow, this is pain. It's painful right now, brother. Your team could drop to 6-5. Joe K says, I'm back from shampooing my car, but what I miss, brother, a lot. A lot. You missed a lot. I think you missed one of the best games of the season. Luigi Knights beat the Diddy Monkeys in a 4-run last inning comeback. That was one for the ages. That was an incredible game, to say the least. So you got to go back and watch that on our YouTube at Alec Rome. Go back and watch the replay, or just scroll back in the live broadcast right now. You're on YouTube. That's going to get on, and Green Magic Cooper was trying to turn back, and then he turned forward. Watch out, Bowser Jr.'s got 2 aboard here. They have a chance to tie or get this to a 1-run game. Green Hammer Bros have been robbed all day. This is going to get in the gap, though. Nice shot. One's going to get home for sure here, right? Yep, it gets home at 5-2 with nobody out. What I say, folks, you just never know. They love playing these extra inning games in this ballpark. The Bowser Jr. rookies have been involved, I want to say, in 3 extra innings games this season. Won one and lost one. I can't remember what happened with the third one. Blue Magic Koopa, he is going to get the double play in his face. Lined it out 4-3. Joe says, pick the worst day to shampoo the carpet. I know, man. Line out, though. Unfortunate for the Bowser Jr. rookies. They could not capitalize. They get 3 quick ones there thanks to the double play. They get 1. They need a lot more than that. Yoshi Eggs trying to close this out, get to their 4th win of the season. It would be their 4th win out of 6. That'd be not bad. And certainly would help them if they get to 4-7, give them a real chance of at least having a shot at the playoffs. With 12 more games to go, they'd be 3 games under 500. And based on who they beat this year, some of the teams that they would really want the tiebreaker against, Luigi, Bowser, Waluigi Spitballs, they've already beat, and they'll have beat this team too, potentially. So, really good. Tristan said, especially if you missed that last game, no joke, one of the best of the year. It was. I mean, I might put that game. I'm going to test. So, on TikTok, the shorts have not been working super well, but the shorts work well on YouTube. So you're going to get game highlight, like shortcuts. Triple play? No. Double play. We'll get 2 of them out with just Red Magic Koopa on first. But I'm going to start posting the best games of the season. All of the best games are going to go on TikTok in 10-minute format. Or I think I can go 30 now. But they're all going to go on TikTok. Every single one, every single game from this season is going to go on TikTok that was good. That I think is a classic. So Bowser Jr. almost screws that up. That is the top of the 7th. The Yoshi Eggs could not add anything more to this. They 5 straight innings with nothing. Can the Bowser Jr. rookies pull off a miracle here? Well, they got some miracle workers here. Goomba, Green Koopa, they've been finding some miracles. This is on the ground, though. Not going to make a difference, and this looks like the bells are ringing. Yoshi Eggs could get their 4th win here. They're 2 outs away. Green Koopa, worst hitter in the league by far, is at the plate. Look at Eli, folks. This is going to be, error by Red Shy Guy, and I wish I could give Green Koopa these hits, but brother, he got on base on 2 errors tonight. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Green Dry Bones is going to get that one down. It's getting in the outfield. Watch out, that's a double. Green Koopa could go for home, and we've got a 2-run game. 5-3. Joe K said TikTok crowd can't handle heat like this. I know, man, I know. But, hey, maybe they get interested. Maybe we can increase their palate a little bit if we give them a full game. You know, we give them these little things and they don't tune in on TikTok. So we're gonna try with the full games, man, and see if it works. I love because maybe if people stick around for 10-minute game, the algorithm's like, yo, what the fuck's going on here? Like, let's send this shit out, you know? Caden would be a big spot for him. Unfortunate. Could it be the end of the game? No. Dry Bones gets to third. Big spot there. Caden, if he would have gotten a big hit, could have made it a one-run game. They're down to their last out here. Yoshi Eggs going for their 4th win of the season. Green Magic Koopa will keep it alive. We got a one-run game. And there's a bunch of stuff going on in center field. One-run game here at home. And hold on a minute. If I think who is up next, this could be an interesting one. It's Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is up next, but watch out here. I think that Green Hammer Bro, if I'm not mistaken, is up the order here. In the gap, 2 on with 2 out. They have won a game on the last strike this season, and it is Green Hammer Bro. Could he be the heartbreaker and win this game with a homer? First one swung on, deep to center field. This is the biggest out of the year. It is gone. Walk-off homer. Green Hammer Bro proves why he's an all-star, baby. They couldn't rob it. The Yoshi Egg season might have just flashed before their eyes. Bowser Jr. wins at home. They have only lost once in this ballpark, and the Magic Man, Green Hammer Bro, does it again. 3-run homer, and that's it. 7-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Eli says, I am at a loss. See you next season. Oh, man. Dude. Wow. Just like that, that opportunity materialized before our eyes. They had 2 out with a runner at third. They were up 3. Up 3. The Bowser Jr. rookies figure it out. They get Bowser Jr. on. They get another one on. The error which allowed Green Koopa to be aboard, that should have been out number 3. Oh, my God. Caden said the poker table going crazy right now. That's right. You might be at a game. God, I love Hammer Bro. That's great, man. I love to say. You're going to have to send me a clip if anybody recorded that shit. Wow, what a game. Caden, your team's 7-4. Holy cow. In the most unlikely of circumstances, the rookies do it again. They refuse to lose. Eli, man, I'm so sorry. Ow. Dude, like, go drink a beer or something. I hope you got a couple beers in the fridge. You've been such a great supporter of us, and I am so sorry that that's how we repay you, is with that. That's brutal, man. One more game coming up. I got to see if my heart will survive another Birdo Bose potential loss. They got the Bowser Monsters. Let's see what happens. Come on back. White Dynamite, nice content, man. Says, phenomenal content, bro. I never thought something like this would keep me on my toes and engage me. I'm a 34-year-old dude. Hey, we're all a kid at heart, right? This is a great game. It's been a childhood game. Thank you so much for the nice comment. We got one more game. Stick around, everybody. Tell your friends about it. Come on back. Welcome back from Yoshi Park, where the Birdo Bows are the last team who is undefeated at home. They have won 4 games here, 4-0 at home, and they face a difficult Bowser Monsters team that can always turn it on and have some home runs. Folks, before we get done, I just decided, you know what? I said I was going to open up Discord at some point, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Just like, as long as nobody's being an asshole and don't do stupid shit, we would love to have you in our Discord. And we will add you if you have a specific team that you are a fan of. I will make sure that you have that role. If you have a specific team you're a fan of, add that in. So, yeah, unfortunately, Arceus Mage, I got to be honest with you, not good news coming here, buddy. Monty Mole's still on this Bowser Monsters team. I told you nobody made any differences before the end of the trade deadline. But hey, the link is in the Twitch and the YouTube chat. I'll tell you this time, go and check out the Discord if you need it. Hit me in the chat before this game turns over, and I'll have a QR code or something like that tomorrow night, okay, that you can scan that QR code and join our Discord. And we'll figure out the rest later. But we want you interacting in our chat. All right. This is going to be an interesting one. Here we go. Bowser Monsters. Starting off with them. Boomerang Bros pitching again. Otherwise, the rest of the lineup's the same. Bowser is the league leader in home runs, but the problem is the rest of his team's got to show up. I mean, that's number one. This team has lost, I want to say, 6 of their last 7 after starting off 3-1. They are 4-6. So 5 of their last 6 they've lost. They need help. They need to get a lot of people involved tonight, and that includes Boomerang Bro, who will hopefully be good for them on the mound. This season, he's been very solid. 7 games, 20 innings pitched, 4.82 ERA, 14 earned runs. That's very solid. Hopefully he can continue to do that here. He's had 2 strikeouts as well, but we expect Bowser to come in second, and he is always difficult. He has a 5.3, has pitched a lot of games this year. Going to be interesting to see if the Birdo Bows can capitalize on that. They had a hard time against Wario. They still scored 5, but Wario showed that it can be done. Meanwhile, for the Birdo Bows, they are the only team, my team, made a trade at the end of things. We made a trade for, or we made a free agency pickup. We dropped Red Yoshi. We picked up the extra Dark Bones. Based on how the league is set up, some of the characters have a duplicate that you could have drafted in round 7 or 8 and then traded with the rest of it. So, yes, we have a Discord. The link is in the chat, folks. Link is in the chat. Join it. I'd love to have you. We will figure out the structure of the Discord at a later time. But we want you in there. We want to make sure we don't lose anybody from tonight. So, I'm glad to see some people joining in. So yeah, make sure you hit that before the night is over. Click that, join the Discord. Don't forget. Dark Bones was picked up. He's in left field, and he bats first, hoping that this team will that he'll bring this extra bit of power to this team. I almost thought about maybe putting Dark Bones at the 9 because we're a little bit light at the bottom half of the order. But I'm never gonna hate having an extra person potentially load the bases for Red Critter. Red Critter's been doing it a lot. King K. Rool, second in the league in home runs. And Red Magic Koopa, he starts after Birdo did 9 and 10. That is that final game of the night. Make sure you go to the Discord. The link is on YouTube and Twitch. Don't miss that. We'd love to have you. We want to stick up with you, especially all you people on YouTube, man. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are so good. Green Bay Peyton and Dunn. Caden's already on our Discord, but White Dynamite. CJ. Joe, everybody in there that's been watching this stuff, Nexfa, CJ Willis, again, like everybody, join this Discord. We would love to keep you involved, and I will make sure that I keep poking it in there throughout our stuff, and maybe even put it in the YouTube descriptions of videos. All right, last one. Here we go. Bowser on the road. They bat first at Birdo, trying to be the first team to beat the Birdo Bows at home. Here we go. Ball 1 here. Arsonist Mage talking about Monty Mole, saying that goddamn Dirt Rat has given up more runs than... Oh, shit. That's a good one. Nice job. That's very funny. That's fucking funny, man. Holy cow. That is so good. This is on the ground. That's going to be 2. And Twitch. This is a deep drive there to center field. How about that 1-2-3? Neutralizing the Bowser monsters there in the top part of the first. Nothing happening there. Bottom of the first for a new look. Birdo Bows, they love hitting homers in this ballpark. Starts with Dark Bones. What a time for Dark Bones. And he's going to hit a jammed-in single to start his campaign with the Birdo Bows. Not bad at all. Looked a little ugly, not going to lie, but we will take it. And here's Green Critter. This Green Critter, King K rule, Red Critter section lineup is so good. That is going to get down for another base hit. And we have 2 on with nobody out for King K. Rool, the second best home run hitter in the league. This section as a team is responsible for over 80 hits and over 23 homers. And this is deep to center field at the wall. It is gone. King K. Rool has its 12th homer of the year. Time to crack the game open, baby. Come on. Say goodbye to that ball, and Dark Bones is the first person to step on the plate for King K. Rool's 3-run shot. Come on, baby. We caught him sleeping out here, folks. We caught the owner sleeping out here, man. Don't sleep. I told everybody. I warned them for weeks. The trade deadline is today, and nobody made a move, and I made a move. Well, I also just made an out in center field, so maybe I should shut up for a minute. Let me be quiet. This game is not over, folks. Anything can happen. Red Shy Guy! Oh, man. I thought, hold on. I thought Red Shy Guy was about to have a homer in this game. That would have been crazy. Well, what can you say? The part of the order that needs to do something does something. King K. Rool, 12th home run of the year. And that's his 30th RBI, by the way. 3 there makes it 30. 3-0. Here's Blue Magic Koopa. Nice contact hit, but look at that, my man. My man in left field hustles to that ball. Red Yoshi was a good outfielder. I'm not going to deny it. Red Yoshi was a good outfielder, but we love having Dark Bones on our team. We really like this acquisition as the Birdo Bows owner, personally. 1-1 here for Boomerang Bro, who's been a good hitter. This ball is deep to left center field. They've got chemistry, though. Will Dark Bones get there in time? Oh, it's off the wall. It does get down. Kind of died. I thought that was going to get gone, but it died at the end. I'm a little bit worried about Darkbone's speed compared to Red Yoshi, but for what he lacks in speed, I'm very happy to focus on the hitting part. We needed that extra piece, and he'll have some good pitching stints, I'm sure. He's done very well for the Luigi Knights, so I'm not really too worried about that weakness. It's a trade-off I was willing to make to fill the gap that we really needed. Blue Shy Guy here. Watch out, Bowser Monster's got a little bit of an opportunity here. We haven't even seen Bowser yet. This is on the ground. 1, 2, big double play to get him out. That is 2. We haven't seen Bowser yet, and maybe that's a reason why the Bowser Monsters have no runs. Here is Birdo. She's had a home run this year, and like I said, one of the best pitchers in the league, and she's going to have a nice contact hit to get this puppy going. So, bottom of the second, here comes Gray Shy Guy. He's been okay. He's a surprise here and there. 4:17 coming into the game. This is grab. Not going to turn 2. Advances the runner, but it is the first out. And it will bring up Red Magic Koopa. This is a nice ball by Red Magic Koopa. That'll get down. Runners at the corners. And here we go. Will this make a difference? This is what I was talking about. Putting somebody up like Dark Bones, who's a single machine for so many teams. Is this his opportunity to show why he was traded for? This ball is down, and guess what? Red Magic Koopa is safe. Birdo doesn't get home, but it's the second straight hit of the game for Dark Bones. Now you got Green Critter in a bases loaded situation. 1 out. Oh, I thought he'd swing at that one. Strike 1. The second one is swung on the ground. It's going to be fair. Double play. Damn it. Damn it. I wish you would have swung in that first ball, man. Well, great stuff for Bowser. That's a huge out for them. Huge double play. It keeps this game close, and he's at the plate. Mr. 14 home run. Could make it 15. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Red Magic Koopa has got a tough ask of him here. Got to get out one of the best hitters in the league. Nope. Gone. Goodbye. 15th home run of the year for Bowser, and it's 3-1. Yep. It's just gone. It's just gone. It's gone. That's fucking gone. what can you say? Wow. That was gone. And now Red Magic Koopa getting a little bit tired here in the top of the third. Maybe if you can just get him out of this inning and get Birdo up, and she can close this out. When we went to our third pitcher, we really blew it up against Wara. I mean, it got bad. So I'm hoping that tonight is a different story. 0-2 here on the other Red Magic Koopa. This is, just past Green Critter. Unfortunate there. Nice hit from Red Magic Koopa for the Bowser Monsters. Brings up Tristan. Tristan 462. Very solid me in this league as well with 1 home run. 1-0. Contact swing on the ground. Grab by Birdo from way the hell over there. Nice job. That is the first. Now Blue Toad, who has a couple homers. Not for this team, though, but he still is hitting pretty well. 6-11 is pretty much a guaranteed hit. But watch out. It could go in the wrong pipe. It does go in the wrong pipe, but it's still fair. Still fair, and so there's runners on the corners with 1 out here. CJ Willis says we got 2 kings on the diamond tonight. It is a battle. Who will reign supreme here at Yoshi Park? Blue Critter could take the lead here with a big shot. Watch out. Blue Critter's got 2. His team as a total's got 23. This is grabbed in a double play. Red Shy Guy at third. Finds a way to get him out of it. He did it last inning, and he does it again here. It's 3-1. Folks, make sure to join the Discord. If you've been a big supporter of us, join that Discord before the end of the night. Want to make sure we get you in there. We'll be back tomorrow with the All-Star game, and King K. Rool will lead it off, who is in that All-Star game deservedly, with his buddy Red Critter about to step to the plate. Join that Discord. We'd love to have you in there and talk about the games all week long and let you know about new content. Trying to get the highlight tapes up, folks. I'm really trying. It's been a busy week. This is on the ground. It's going to be the 6-4-3. Rare ground out from Red Critter, but it brings up me here in a 3-1 game, bottom of the third. Last game of the night, folks, until All-Star game. We'll be on a little bit of a break after that. Nothing on Saturday. Taking a little bit of time for myself. And then maybe we'll be back on next Thursday. Next Thursday, whatever day that is. That's what it's going to be the 23rd. We'll be back with 3 games. Red Shy Guy almost had a homer in his first at-bat. Let's see if he can do anything like that this time. This is a good one, though. It's still going to be good. Nice and deep ball. That's going to get me to third. Could be a double. What a double here for Red Shy Guy. How do you like them apples? That's big. Red Shy Guy with only his 3rd double of the year. That is it for Boomerang Bro. Still, all things considered, very positive stuff from Boomerang Bro. Got him a decent distance, 2 2/3. Now you got Bowser up, who could get Birdo out here with 2 bullet bills. Not going to use it. She uses an egg swing. It is out of the way. That's going to be an RBI, and it's going to be 2 RBI, make it 5-1. What a time for Birdo to use her star swing. Big swing for her. Big swing for her. It's 5-1. That could help them win this game. Wow, Bowser, I'm surprised. That was a moment where he could throw a couple bullet bills and this thing's done. But instead, he lets up a 2 RBI single here in the bottom of the third. Could be difficult. This is a chopper on the ground. That'll be it. Gray Shy, I can't add to it. We are headed to the top of the 4th, folks. 4-run game. Definitely not out of reach for the Bowser Monsters, but they need to get something going here. Got Boomerang Bro up in 2nd and Monty Mole, everybody's favorite. This is lined out for the first one by Blue Magic Koopa. Red Magic Koopa is staying in there somehow, and we've seen this from him this year. He'll show he's tired, and he'll push through. He'll push through these sections. And look, he gets another out there in right field. Might be able to get through the fourth here with Monty Mole up. He's been able to extend these pitching efforts, and I really think that's a reason why this team has been so successful. The effort from Red Magic Koopa gets through another one. He gets through 4. He's only allowed 1. That is going to be good. It gets Berto up with a chance to get them to the end of the game. Big stuff from them. Now you got Red Magic Koopa, Dark Bones, the new addition who's 2 for 2, and Green Critter. Really could be scary for these teams out here, folks, and that's coming from me. I am confident enough in my team. Red Magic Koopa gone! Red Magic Koopa with his first homer of the year! Do that little trot walk he does, baby! 6-1, come on now! Yes! Yes! Now brings up Dark Bones. Red Magic Koopa's in the 9 for a reason. I don't ever expect him to hit nothing. And he just hit a homer. And he's batting .361. Not bad. Now you got Green Critter. And this man knows how to hit dingers. It's on the ground. They got 2 aboard with King K. Rool coming up to the plate. Arsonist Mage, proclaimed Bowser Monsters fan, don't like this inning. You are... Oh, you're going to like it. That could be a double play. Great grab. Blue Shy Guy at first. Huge play by him. Got to give respect to Blue Shy Guy. Gets one of the best batters in the league out there at first. Now you got Red Critter up. You could pretty much bullet bill him out of this inning. But he doesn't. This is swung on deep. Train going by. Watch out for the foul ball, though. Could cause an issue. It does not. Nice grab by Blue Toad. They just get the one. Unlikeliest of places, it's Red Magic Koopa. But they got Bowser back up here. He just hit a no-doubter to the left. But what did we talk about when we came into this game? It can't be just Bowser. Bowser had a 3-home-run game in a game where they lost. So you got to figure something out here. Ball 1 here on Blue Shy Guy, the 1-1. Red Magic Koopa is just, dude, I don't get, he is just staying in this game, man. He is finding a way. Now, if Red Magic Koopa would leave here, it wouldn't be bad, but I think he's going to leave after this at-bat, personally. That's my prediction. Strike 1. That curves inside on Bowser. And this ball's deep to center field, but it's at the track at the wall. Will Red Critter get to this one? Oh, I do. What a grab. I recover from getting hit by a train. Gary. Good boy. Hi, bud. Good boy. That's that. What an inning from us, including a big save there in center. And that is going to be the 5th. Did you grab something? Can you open your mouth? Okay, good. You ain't got nothing. Good. I had to check and make sure my dog didn't grab something stupid. What's up? Can you sit in the chair? Good boy. Can you go to your chair? Good. Here's Bowser here. 5-run game. Birdo Bo's looking to go to 8-3, and we'll have 8 teams, or 3 teams rather, at 8-3. Bowser says even when the trains, Arceus Mage, even when the trains are on time, it doesn't work. Yeah, fair. Fair. I get on with nobody out here. Bottom of the 5th, last game of the night. All-Star game tomorrow. Join the Discord in the meantime. Don't miss any updates, folks. We'll send them in the Discord. I send them pretty often. I'm not going to lie. I bug the owners a little bit. I don't know if they probably put some of my notifications on mute, but some of them need to remember to set their goddamn lineups before the fucking game. You know, every once in a while. I do send them for a reason. Birdo! Deep to right field! Could it be another homer for her? No, it's robbed. Oh, man, I would love to see that. But it does bring one out. That would have been her 2nd homer of the year. That would have been a crazy dagger to this game. Holy cow. That would have been something. But nice rob, Blue Toad, man. Give him some credit. Blue Toad's been playing well today. Blue Toad has been doing something for this team. Here comes Gray Shy Guy. He had nothing really to say in the last one, and look at that. He even lines it to Monty Mole, all people. That's not good. Bottom of the 5th is done. It's still 6-1. Nothing there in the 5th for either team. Bowser Monsters are running out of time here. They are down 5. They need help. Can it be in the form of Tristan? Red Magic Koopa has been gritting it out. I mean, he might find a way to get through to the 7th again in a game. I don't understand how this dude does it. That's going to get in the gap, though. That might be all we need to get Red Magic Koopa out. Runner on first with nobody out. Might be it for him. No, he's staying in. Wow, I'm really surprised, folks. Blue Toad. Is it too late? This is in the gap. Got to get him out. Get him out of there. Get him out. It's time. Red Magic Koopa's got to go, folks. Birdo comes in, saves this game. Yep. It was a good effort, though. 1 run allowed on 5 innings is very impressive when he looked like he was going to go maybe in the third. In the gap, though, bases loaded with nobody out. Tristan's trying to go for home, but it's thrown to home. He quickly turns against that. But here comes Blue Magic Koopa. Big situation here. You got to start getting people out. This team has turned around 5 triple plays this year, though. They know how to do it. This is the 1-0 on the ground. Grab. There's 1. It's going to be 2. That's good enough. They allow 1. They have the room to do it. It's 6-2. Brings up Boomerang Bro with a man on third. Love to get a single here at least, and it will be a single. Blue Toad's going to get home, and it will be 6-3. Big stuff from the Bowser Monsters, setting up a good opportunity to try and come back. We had the Luigi Knights score 4 in the top of the 7th to win the game 7-6, and look at that, same score as it was earlier with Monty Mole here, runner on first. Can he find a way to do something? Monty Mole, man, I don't know what to tell you. Ooh, down 0-2. Birdo, star pitch could end it. She's not going to use it. On the ground, grabbed. Monty Mole, inning killer. That will be that. 6-3, 2 runs scored by the Bowser Monsters. That's not bad, but when you got Green Critter up, if this gets out of hand here, if the first 2 batters, including the home run hitter, Red Magic Koopa, his first of the year, this could get out of hand. Bowser's at the mound, folks. That's a nice way to start it, though. That's a ground out 6-3. Birdo's trying to go to 8-3 and be tied with the rest of the league. They'll be behind Wario still because of the head-to-head tiebreaker and the run differential, but that's still not bad. Dark Bones, deep to center. Watch out for a train, maybe? Nah, it's not going to come. That's 2 out. Still a good debut for Dark Bones for this Birdo Bo side. He was probably 2-3 or 3-4. Here's Green Critter. Going to try and swing for the fences. It's over. Red Magic Koopa that gets it down. King K. Rool had a homer earlier. Been neutralized a little bit, but would love some insurance runs. He's going to go for it here. It's over the plate. Strike 1. I would love to see a swing at that one, but Bowser does not have a lot of curve to him. And that will get down, and Red Critter is going to get aboard. Safe just in time as King K. Rool got. He hustles even though he's fucking giant, man. Here comes Red Critter. Can he close the game out here with a homer? Or will he keep the inning alive with a single with 2 out? This ball is swung on the ground, and it is not going to help it. Red Critter, man, been a little bit rough today. They're going to need their defense to show up, especially with Bowser coming up to the plate here in the bottom of, or the top of the 7th. It is Blue Shy Guy, Bowser, Red Magic Koopa, 3 outs away from being 8-3. Meanwhile, the Bowser Monsters, can they pull off what the Luigi Knights did earlier tonight? They want to get to 5-6, but there's one from a well-playing third baseman. Red Shy Guy again with a big play. God, he's been good. This is Bowser. He had a homer earlier that was absolutely slaughtered. Birdo, though, she's been saving the star pitches. Is this her time to use them? There's one. Off speed for Bowser is swung on. Grabbed by Red Shy Guy again. And they're down to their last out. How about that guy right now? Strike 1. We got a raid coming in from Twitch. You got a great time for it. I wish we had more baseball for you, but Red Magic Koopa is going to get him aboard here with 1 out left. 1 out left here for the Bowser Monsters trying to get to 5-6 on the ground. It is over. Birdo Bows, my team, is going to be 8-3. Let's go. Come on now. We love to hear it. Hey, thanks for the raid, by the way, whoever raided. I'm so sorry that you raided at kind of an unfortunate time. That was our last game of the night. Birdo Bows wins 6-3. Well, the people on Twitch, I want to say thank you so much. We do play a 22-game season. We simulate Mario Super Sluggers pretty much all throughout the night. But hey, here's the deal. I'm going to make you a deal. How about this? How about you join that Discord that I just put in Twitch right now. You join that Discord, folks, if you've just raided us. I appreciate the raid, whoever did it. Thank you so much. You can go to YouTube right now. I'll just literally send you the link of where you can watch all the replay of pretty much all of our games. And we watch simulated Mario Super Sluggers, folks, and see what happens. We have 12 of my friends, me and 11 friends. We simulate an entire season, 22 games. We're at the halfway point. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, folks, our All-Star game. That's a great time for you to get introduced to this league, folks. All-Star game between the East and the West. We'll recap things. We'll meet some of our owners. We'll have some interesting, fun games. It'll be a good time. It is a great time to watch this league, and I'm glad the people on Twitch have shown up. Super Squeegee, Dahlia, everybody, make sure you drop a follow. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Now you can watch some more Mario baseball, which can sometimes be more exciting than regular baseball, as you said. Let me put in this last score, folks. Don't go anywhere. Let me put in this last score. 6-3 victory for the Birdo Bows. And we will see the live standings before you head out so that you have something to think about. We are halfway through this season. And with that input, let's take a look at the live standings here. Top 6 of our 12 teams make the playoffs. The rest are eliminated. The top 2 get a first-round bye. This is the standings. Wario Muscles have a 2-run advantage based on the run differential between first and second place, but they won the game. So they have the head-to-head. The Birdo Bows will need to win the last game against the Wario Muscles if they want to take that section. Sir Penguin Lots, by the way, Google Sheets Excel, brother, you ain't seen nothing. I could share this. You'll probably get access to it, but I could share this with you. This is a deep effing spreadsheet. I have put a lot of work into this thing. So yeah, there we go. 3 teams at 8-3. Birdo Bows have the tiebreaker over the Daisy Flowers right now. Then we got the Mario Fireballs and the Bowser Jr. Rookies. Mario has the head-to-head. They're ahead by like 48 runs in the differential. So that's just not even a difference. But Luigi Knights, what a victory. If you missed that game, you should go on YouTube right now. Go back to the 4th game of the night. Watch that game. I won't necessarily tell you what happened. Go back on YouTube right now. Watch that game. Go back on Twitch. The replay's up there for 7 days. Watch that game. I tell you what, that was an incredible game. Diddy Monkeys were on the other end of that. They're 5-6, only 5-16 league. We got 2 teams at 4-7. While we do Spitballs are trying, but they lost another one tonight. Everybody else is 3-8 and on the outside looking in with only 11 games left to go. They need a lot of help, but you never know. You just never know. Some teams went on some runs. As we go through the second half of things, you never know what could happen. Real quick, by the way, one of the features of this, the Birdo Bows, you can see it already updated right down here in the corner. Birdo Bows remain undefeated at home. Let me scroll over there. Birdo Bows, undefeated at home, 5-0. My team, baby. DK Wilds, no longer in last. That's right. Good stuff for the DK Wilds. They beat the #1 team in the league tonight. That's another major accomplishment for them. But yeah, there's all the head-to-head stuff. If you do want to see it, join our Discord. It's in the Discord, folks. We want you to see all this stuff in the Discord. Right there. Join us. That is all for me, baby. That's all I got. Get back here. Watch some more games. I appreciate all the nice compliments by everybody in the chat. Make sure we can stick up with you. We'd love to keep chatting about our league and what we do. It's been such a good time. I've really been glad that I started this. For everybody here at the Triple SL, it's Alec Rome saying thank you so much for watching. Be kind to one another and come on back. All-Star game tomorrow. It's going to be a fun night. We'll see you then. Good night. Goodbye for now. Follow us. Bye-bye.
You